Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for an all-new double special show coming to you live from beautiful Tampa Bay, Florida. Starring Christopher Gorges, Tiffany, Barbee, J.B. Lee, and special guests Aniria, Turney, and Rutherford.
Nailed that post, my friend.
So say the stars, it's meant to be.
All right, everybody, welcome back on a Tuesday night, double special. The phone numbers to call in, as always, are 727-475-6139. And I always say numbers, but it's one damn number. I always say like we got a phone bank going on. It never happens. We got a great show lined up for you tonight. Two separate guests in two separate sections of the show. Chock full of stuff. I don't know what's going to happen tonight. It should be weird. And we're going to talk about all kinds of stuff, and I may break out the wheel. I feel like I might break out the wheel tonight.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. And thanks, everybody, for listening on IRN, for joining us live and on YouTube as well. Welcome, everybody. I am that dude. Jordan and Crystal and Tiffany, say hello to everybody.
Hello.
Hello.
What's up?
Are we supposed to do it in unison or something?
I thought. I wanted to see how creative you get it. In the studio right now for the first half, I'll just bring her right in for check-in. It's Aniria, Turney. Is it Turney? You got like three names.
Yeah,
I know.
And
no,
Wilson,
Turney.
It throws me off. There's too
No.
many names.
I know. I get shit for that. Can we cuss?
Yeah, you can cuss. Yeah, the
I
FCC
already
will
rap
like it.
for that all the time. No, it's just Aniria. For comedy, it's just Aniria.
Yeah.
But it's Aniria Turney. That's
Aniria
simple.
Turney.
Yeah.
Okay.
Was
Because for a long time I was calling you Aniria.
And
Well, she
you
was
know,
so
you're not
pissed.
the first. You're not
No,
the
but the
first.
look she gave me, dude, I thought she was going to slit my throat. She's like, it's not friggin' diarrhea. It's not
Exactly.
that. Well, and then once you said it, I couldn't get it out of my brain. Every time I saw you, I panicked. I just panicked. I'm like, Anna.
you know, every MC that's ever worked with there's like, no.
I know. It's so true. So true.
So you're on the show. You're going to be with us for the first half to talk about your upcoming show, the Funny Diva Show, correct?
That's right.
That's exciting. But we're not doing that yet, so don't get cocky.
No.
First, we need to get into what we always do first.
Check in. Nothing. I don't have it set up yet. You guys gotta continue. I just have to do the count cry. So
Oh, I saw
check
this.
in. Pizza makes pizza box. Pizza. All the pizza. The pizza is the box, and then the pizza's in the box. And
All right,
the box is the pizza.
So basically, this is just a picture of a pizza in another pizza, in like a pan pizza, a huge pan pizza folded in half.
What?
Which, welcome to America, the country of gluttony. Are you serious right now?
yeah.
What about, Ron, would you eat that? You would eat that.
It's goddamn pizza, dude. It can't be wrong.
How much dough do you need on your pizza, though?
Yeah.
That's just 3 pizzas.
He said, does it have bacon on
Oh,
it?
my
That's
God.
all Ron wants to know. Is there bacon on it? If there's bacon on it, I don't care how much dough is on it. Give it to me.
It's got heartburn on it.
I know, Jesus Christ.
I just wouldn't want to eat the
Christ.
pizza inside because it's going to have a soggy bottom
No.
crust, so it ruined everything.
Right.
So probably the box pizza's better.
No, I wouldn't want to eat the box pizza because what did the pizza man touch?
Oh, you're right.
What?
You know, what did the pizza man touch? The germs. That
Well, you know what? And that's a good question. Since the pizza box is a pizza, do they just deliver it with the pizza on the outside? Because I don't want that on some
That's
dude's
what I'm
car
saying.
seat.
No, I'd imagine it'd
Yeah.
come in a box.
Well, then that's
What's
ridiculous.
The point?
Yeah.
Then you got a box.
Triple pizza.
You got a what?
What's the point? What's the point in not having that? That's so much pizza.
Yeah,
It's all
no.
good.
How do you? No, seriously. How do you deliver that?
I'm just waiting until it's $7 at Little Caesars.
$7.
$7 for that monstrosity?
It's Little
God.
Caesars, though. They don't.
Yeah, their pizza
It looks
sucks
like a
ass.
pizza.
Oh,
Anyway.
I know it's not going to be good.
Yeah, that's a Little Caesars deal. Let us give you one of our crappy pizzas inside one of our bigger crappy pizzas. That sounds like a deal.
Well, remember when it used to be pizza, so now they can be pizza box. It just makes sense. You owe me for that, Little Caesars. You owe me.
The natural progression. Pizza box.
A circle.
Ron's impressed with your pizza box.
It's true.
I wish I had a mic to get over to him.
Yeah,
Right.
anytime you want to get up and say something.
Yeah, Ron. I'm good. He's good. If this mood strikes you, you want to jump up. If you want to leap up off the couch and say something.
Yes.
Yeah, knock Tiffany over and do it.
You
All
can
right.
do it.
Yeah, I don't know. Is anybody gonna eat this? I wouldn't. I didn't even
You would
order.
eat it. If I put it in front of you, you would actually eat it because it's pizza.
I
It's
eat
pizza.
All right. First of all, let me just say this: I would eat a slice of the inside pizza because
Yes.
it looks like a normal pizza. I don't know what the hell that thing is wrapped in, but that's not a pizza. That's some sort of a That's like a cafeteria pizza abortion happening
That's
there.
just a thick crust, man.
It's horrible. It looks like the worst pan pizza I've ever seen in my life. Dude, it does. It looks like
Maybe
it
you
was-
just use it as a
baby
dip.
inside of another pizza, baby pizza. I don't know. It's weird. I'm
It's too
like
much.
you. I would just get the slice from the inside.
Yeah, I wouldn't even want to mess with the other thing.
I mean, I cut the placenta off first. It looks weird.
It's awful,
It's a
dude.
pregnant pizza.
It's awful. That's just, and when you sit down and eat that, you got to be ashamed of yourself. There's got to be so much shame
Who's
happening.
gonna eat the whole
Yeah.
thing though?
maybe
Somebody.
You know, and also screw all you guys because you eat eggs, which is basically the same thing.
Not wrapped in another
Yeah,
egg.
Yeah, well,
It's not. I don't eat eggs wrapped in another egg. What the hell?
Or with my chicken.
well, you're eating like a. Cause that's like a fetal pizza. I don't know.
You know, he's got a point though. Like you have Chick-fil-A, who's got like egg and chicken sandwiches. Like to me, that's
Do
weird.
they?
Yeah.
You know what? I wonder if they could ever kill a chicken. Well, I guess. What if
They
they
could.
could kill
They
like
could
a
kill a
chicken
chicken.
while it has a baby in it, and then it could be like when they cook it, there's an egg inside of it.
Ew.
Like, wouldn't that be kind of cool?
Oh my god.
Like, and then you could have an egg inside of a chicken.
That
What
sounds
warped sort of
weird.
brain do you have, dude? Where I want to consume an animal.
No,
while there's
I
another
don't want to
animal
do
inside
that.
Of it.
I don't want to do that. I'm just saying that would be cool.
That's like a
Like, I would-
Manson.
Yeah.
That's like a Manson theory kind of thing.
I would Instagram that.
I wonder if it would
picture.
come out like soft shell, like a soft shell crab. They can eat the whole thing finally.
All right, next door. I can't.
God.
You're ruining food for me at this point.
Oh my god.
I don't even want. I was hungry about 2 seconds ago. It went away. God.
Check in. Who owns Klingon?
What?
Who owns Klingon?
Roddenberry?
Nobody. Well, that's what the Klingon guys want you to think.
What the meaning of the Klingon
They're
guys?
fighting Paramount now over the rights to the language of Klingon.
Are you kidding?
I am not. That's being decided by a federal judge as we speak.
Nice.
Oh my god.
Who owns the rights to Klingon?
Star Trek franchise. Whoever owns that franchise.
Do they?
Yes.
But the fans put together the language. Nobody
Who-
at Paramount wrote the language.
What?
Well, when
So-
the first. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Aniria.
No. I'm just trying to. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to figure out when does that come in handy other than Comic-Con or stuff like
Yeah, where
that.
you need the rights to it.
Yeah.
I need the right to it for what? Well, just for a couple of weeks in
Well, but you
November.
can see where guys who want to write like
For a
Yeah.
couple
dictionaries
they
and
want to
stuff.
write the dictionaries and books and stuff.
Oh, I make money off of it.
Yeah.
But wait a second. Wasn't the Klingon language like used in one of the films?
Apparently, it was just random grunts. They hired a linguist to help make the grunts less random.
For the movie.
right.
So wouldn't that be the official Klingon language?
well, but
then?
no, but then like the adherents of Klingon built up an actual language out of these random grunts in the movie.
Oh, so The Walking Dead's gonna have a language soon.
Soon, yeah. I don't know.
Shoot me in the
Tomorrow,
face.
Star Wars Day.
Ron's shaking his head. Are you into the Trekkie?
wow.
I'm not a Trekkie person. Are you into that?
Well, I love the shows.
You love the shows.
I would never speak Klingon.
He would never speak Klingon. What if he had the rights to it?
If I could make money off of it, I'd speak.
Okay, so he's into the money making part. Oh, that's fair.
You get money from it. I'll speak it.
That's right.
Wow.
Yeah. You know what? These people. I mean, I guess if you. Yeah.
I mean, it's a language. Does anyone own the rights to English or French? How can you own the rights to an entire language?
That's a good question. That's a good question. It depends on if you're. Well, I guess everybody's making money off the English language, aren't they?
They are scum.
All right. Next.
Check in. How drunk do you have to be to hit a helicopter with your car? One dude in Orlando found out. Check in.
He hit a helicopter.
He hit a helicopter.
What?
A helicopter responding to a crash, like a bay
Oh.
flight or whatever.
So
they
it was
call
on the ground already.
Well, still, it's big.
Yeah, it is. Big.
They're hard to miss. They got landing lights and shit all over them. I don't know.
You gotta be pretty hammered. Yes,
A
Crystal.
big old fan.
How did he get through? They blocked the road. They blocked the road so far away before
Oh.
Bayflight even lands.
Oh,
Apparently-
roadblocks don't stop drunk people.
Yeah.
That's true.
They go right. They don't even see that.
He
They're-
squeezed through like a rat through a hole. As long as it's as big as his head, he can get the whole car through. It's disgusting.
He's all like, "What are you guys doing?" That's how he entered the scene. Jesus Christ! Did he do much damage to the helicopter?
I believe he did. Yeah, they had to take the guy in an ambulance. Can you imagine that? You're hurt bad enough to be going in a helicopter, and a drunk hits it.
I'd be so pissed.
Oh,
dude.
me too. I would finally get in a helicopter ride, asshole. Like, look what I paid to get this helicopter ride. I crushed lungs and
Oh my God.
entrails coming out, and you ruined it for me.
I know what I would say too. It would be the typical thing that I always say in that situation. I'd be like, "God damn it!" I mean, that would just like, "God damn it! I can't believe this happened." There's always somebody that's gonna do some shit like that. Was this here in Florida?
Oh, of course it was.
Kissimmee.
Orlando.
It was in Kissimmee.
Always in Florida.
Yeah, yeah.
Wasn't even old enough to drink yet.
He wasn't even old enough to drink?
Are you serious?
He's 20 years old, Ron says. Thanks for throwing that in. That's important, Jordan.
Yeah, well,
Okay, so he was
haven't gotten there yet.
he was underage.
Of Claremont.
Wow.
all right.
Well, I guess I thought like maybe the guy was a little more glamorous of an accident where like he drove off of a parking garage and managed to clip a helicopter while it went by. Something really
That
cool.
would
But
have been
no,
cool.
no. What, are you trying to help somebody save their life? Let me hit your thing.
That's weird. You think maybe it was one of those watch too many movies kind of things?
Who, him?
Yeah, he's only 20.
You
No,
thought he
he's
was going
drunk.
to ramp it?
Movies, he's drunk as shit.
Yeah.
You do stupid shit when you're
Well,
drunk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
Well, yeah, you don't even think. Look at Ron. Ron has done all kinds of stupid
I
shit
mean,
drunk.
when
Talk
you're
about that
drunk.
later. We'll get into that later.
Did the guy die who was supposed to go on the helicopter?
Oh, I hope not.
No, he made it in an ambulance,
Oh,
and
he's
then he
lucky.
died at the hospital.
know.
I don't know what happened.
They're
I
like,
don't-
you know what?
He died at the hospital. Don't
Nobody
blame it
cares
on the
about
drunk
that guy.
driver,
Yeah.
please.
Whoa.
That was.
Your
Screw it
horn,
down.
your bell has a hair lip.
Check in, check in.
All right.
Hey, speaking of hair lips, it's got nothing to do with hair lips.
Okay.
Who owns Frozen?
What is with the
More
property
importantly,
rights?
who
Are you
owns Frozen's like sexuality?
Sexuality?
Disney.
Because hundreds of fans are protesting to make Elsa a lesbian. Check in.
Ah, damn it.
Oh.
Apparently, I missed it when I saw it because I thought it was about some stupid goddamn snowman singing a song and some shit like that. I
no.
don't know, but
Little-
nope, it's about lesbians.
I've never
I thought
seen.
they're sisters.
They are.
Well, they don't. Not the sisters are lesbians. One sister's straight, the other's a lesbian.
Listen, no.
Yes.
Because little kids love it so. These little girls are all on and on about that. I mean, come on. Now they're just encouraging women to be lesbians. Like, it's cool, like if you're born that way, but let's not encourage it anymore. It's enough.
What are you
enough
talking?
enough
Oh my
with the
God.
glee
I
and
did not
shit,
know this was
man.
a religious meeting.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
And besides, she was like
Holy
a
cow,
horribly
this
depressed
turn.
person who was like surrounded by ice.
Let it go.
Yeah.
Let it go. Tiffany.
I've not seen the movie.
Glee is enough.
You're so
Glee.
paranoid that people are turning people into
Glee
lesbians.
is enough.
damn.
Wait, what's
My 8-year-old
happening?
niece's favorite.
Your 8-year-old niece is what? How do you think she's
She's
gonna
gonna be
feel?
a lesbian now.
Yeah,
Watch out.
she doesn't know what a lesbian is. I bet you she does. I bet you she. Well, what about it? Jordan, is this what about this movie makes people want her to be gay?
Yeah.
Like, why do they want to change who she is in the movie?
Yeah,
was there
what's up?
was there a distinct like definition of her sexuality in the movie?
There was not. No.
Oh,
Good God, dude.
Well, no, but I mean, did she have a boyfriend? Did she pine for a Prince Charming?
No, she did not.
Okay, well, don't act like
she's-
like
Well,
some.
you said
Oh.
like, is there
perverted-
Have you
something- well,
seen
they
it?
They didn't address sexuality in it.
Well,
though.
but
You've seen it?
Wait,
It's a
stop.
Pixar movie,
Tiffany,
yeah, of
hold on.
course.
Wait, stop. But when I
I
said
don't
that, you
understand
acted like
that.
it was being pervy, and usually
well,
in
you
these
said sexuality. They're not addressing her
Yes.
sexuality in the
Oh.
movie.
Dude, okay, but you understand what I'm saying. In Cinderella, we know what her sexuality is because she falls in love with a man. So this is a distinct
Oh, I thought you were
description.
talking like more porny.
Oh, for God. See,
She's-
you're
I don't know where your mind
She's
is.
obviously a
Okay.
lipstick lesbian.
Hold on.
So is it okay? Because I'm starting to get a little uneasy here.
Why?
Is it because if she didn't pine for a prince, is the message all women who are independent lesbians?
That's a good
Yeah,
question.
Right?
Right.
So what is it, Jordan? Do you have an answer to my question? What is it?
What's
The fans.
the question?
What is it about the movie that the fans think she should be a lesbian? Why are they pushing for that
Well,
narrative?
they
trying
believe
to
that
kill me.
the story, her story, because remember, like, there's
I
a
didn't see
bunch
the
of
movie,
characters.
so
in
don't
the
I
say
movie.
didn't see
remember.
the movie. I'm an
Her
adult.
story is that she's a princess. She accidentally hurts her sister when they're kids by using her ice magic.
Is this true, Ron?
Is this true? Am I
This is all
lying?
true.
Jesus
No, I-
Christ!
I
You
just
accuse
wanna
me of
check somebody
lying
else.
about a movie that's easily watchable?
Well, okay,
So-
so get to the lesbian part.
So the lesbian.
No.
So the lesbian hurts her sister.
the girl hurts her sister when they're
Yes.
both children and probably not aware of sexuality. And then, yes, she grows up afraid of her powers and locked in, and eventually, like, goes out and, like, isolates herself from the world because she's different. She's different from the rest of the world because she has powers.
Oh, because she freezes shit?
Yeah.
Right.
But
right.
what does that have to do with her being a lesbian,
Well,
though?
Because she uses her fingers, and that it's a slippery slope from there to the rest of it. You know, come on, dude. And
That's messed up, dude.
it's called a metaphor, dude.
I
It
know
doesn't-
it is.
yeah.
I know. No, but they're reaching.
So,
let's
yeah,
be
but then
honest.
she
They're
co-
reaching for the metaphors.
But
at this
she
point,
finally,
right?
she finally comes out to the villagers who hate
No pun
magicians that she's
intended.
magic and saves them all, and then they love her even though she has magic.
Lesbians are
So
fine.
lesbians are magical now?
No, but lesbians
They like to think they are.
have parts in themselves that they
lying about
hide
that.
away.
I just don't want them in my Disney movies. I didn't watch this
I
movie. I'm
don't-
glad I didn't
Oh
get
my
sucked
God.
into this franchise. But gosh, man, come on.
Why would
Yes,
Come on.
hold on, Crystal. Yes,
This seems like a natural progression, really, for Disney, though.
gay.
Natural
being-
progression.
No, because they've had Gay Day for how long now?
So
a
they're
really
supportive.
long time.
So they're supportive.
Right, and now marriage is legal in most states, except for retarded states. And they're getting more and more rights. So it only makes sense that Disney would also get on board that train and have movies kind of geared towards that, because people, you are born
All right,
that
but-
way.
but-
so.
okay,
But then
here's
gay guys aren't going to like it.
well, but
Well,
here, yeah, right.
That's a whole nother franchise of
Ruined
Disney.
my movie. But let me just say this: in a movie like this, is it necessary to
No.
distinguish her sexuality? Because there's
Right.
no relationship that actually says that. So why even talk about
Exactly.
it? The movie is about what it is. Why talk about what you want it to be? Which to me, it seems like if you're pushing that narrative about, oh, she's different, she must be gay. Well, maybe not. In the movie, she's different because she has powers.
Right.
Why does that have to be gay? Why does it have to
Because
mean
it's
gay?
a metaphor.
I know what the hell a metaphor is, dude.
Yeah.
Why does it have to be that goddamn
Because
metaphor? That's
some
what I'm
people
saying.
don't like
Why
the
is that
metaphor and
only
they
metaphor?
want it straightforward.
How
They
about
just
the-
wanted
no.
to be like finger banging
No,
some
you're-
chick in
hold
the
on,
sequel.
wait. You're
Sorry.
missing my point, dude.
With
You're-
ice.
You're missing my point. All right.
She can make the ice into any
He's
shape.
so cold.
Listen, you're missing my point. My point is, why is everybody jumping to that metaphor? Why can't it be a metaphor for when you are different, you can still achieve what you want, or people will accept you? Why does it have to be about being gay? Is my point.
Yeah.
I don't know, dude.
Sorry,
That's
hold
what I
on.
got.
Yes, Aniria, you want to chime in?
Well, no, I was just going to say, wouldn't the natural progression be that she's transgender? Because the makeup, the outfit,
Her powers.
her fabulousness.
Fabulousness.
Snowman for snowballs.
What was that, Ron? No, you need to say that up here.
Did anybody check the snowman for snowballs?
He wanted to know if anybody checked the snowman for snowballs.
Ask Jordan.
Jesus
He thought it
Christ.
was about a snowman.
Yeah, Jordan was like,
He was
cough.
like a main character, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yes,
I
Olaf.
don't know. I didn't
There's a
see-
song about building a snowman. I do know that.
I will say this: we've spent way too much time on goddamn Frozen. So if we could just move on, that would be fantastic. All right, thank you very much. Jesus Christ.
Let's go to high school penis.
Nice segue.
Check in, check in.
Beautiful.
A 18-year-old football player is facing 69 counts of indecent exposure, as well as distribution of pornography to minors for whipping out his dick in the high school yearbook photo.
Was he transgender?
No, he was not.
69
Shocker.
counts. That sounds suspicious.
She's like, I don't trust this. It is 10 News. I mean,
I know, right?
so okay, so a football player likes to whip his penis out. I mean, okay. So why is that such a story? Why
Well,
did
And
you
he's
throw that-
19. Well,
I know.
But he got it out in the yearbook photo, and they didn't see it until after it had already been printed out.
That's just
Oh,
you know what?
bullshit.
That's just a piss poor yearbook staff. Let me just say
Yeah.
that.
It is.
Yeah.
But do you think the kid should be facing like basically lifetime of felonies?
I don't know if he should be facing a lifetime of felonies, but he should be punished. I mean,
Well,
he
he was
did
dared.
do it. It's not like he didn't do it; they just didn't catch it.
Tiffany just said he was dared. He had no
He
choice.
was dared?
He had no
Yeah.
choice.
Yeah, that's true. He's
Well, he
he
dead.
had
an
no
idiot.
choice.
Well, no, he should. There should be an extra
He
charge
probably-
for him being an
He
idiot.
probably
think-
didn't know it would go that far. Do you
Yeah.
think he probably didn't think it would get to that point?
He's a kid.
How did once the picture's taken? How do you not think it gets to that point?
I don't know. Kids are dumb.
It may not get to the point of being printed, but it's certainly going to get to the point where they're like, "This dude has his dick out, and we need to say something now." I mean, you know it's going to go that
I
at
just
least
don't-
that route.
I
It's a
don't think
picture
he
of a
should get in that much
yeah.
trouble.
It's a
to be
picture
Picture of a
honest.
whole
Yeah.
team though, so probably the dick was probably like one white dot.
He shouldn't
It
be.
wasn't until somebody said, that's his dick, like, and then they all freaked out. Like, what?
He shouldn't be able to.
One white dot.
Able-
What are you saying?
He should have to not go to graduation
In my
and
high-
a few things like that. No prom. no
In my high
graduation.
school, we had a guy that got multiple pictures taken in the yearbook. One was Maynard Ferguson. If you don't know who Maynard Ferguson is, he's a trumpet player, jazz trumpet player. So that was obviously not him. And the other one was, and this was his name, Richard Cranium. He put his picture in there as Richard Cranium, and that's still in the yearbook. I can show that both of those to you.
Was
And
that
I'm
his
like,
real name?
no, his name was Harvey something, but Richard Cranium, dickhead. It was beautiful, and it was in there, and he's all, and it wasn't even his class. It was like he went in and sat for the sophomore class photos. I was like, ding, Richard Cranium. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Oh, it's wonderful, and it's in there for all the years. But no, exposing his genitals. So you would think that would be something that you just might not want to risk. Yes, Crystal.
Why is it 69 counts? Is it per how many yearbooks were sold and how many people saw it? How's that?
How many
many-
people were there when he took his dick out?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
69.
Well, there were
69 people
70,
there?
but 69
yeah,
other
okay.
people and
They
that
just
dude.
happened to work out the
Yeah.
number.
69 counts.
What's that, Ron? I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
He's got to be snickering at the 69.
He's got to be snickering.
Yeah.
69.
I bet he's not. I bet he's like considering suicide right now.
One.
Oh my God! Don't say that.
Yeah. It's probably pretty horrible. But,
All right. That's good for him. I hope they.
But
nail
yeah, so the moral of this is that dare should be taken into account by our legal system. And lastly, asshole with the selfie stick shuts down roller coasters at Disneyland.
Oh, these
What
sons
happened?
of bitches with this. What did he do? Did he drop it?
No, he pulled it out. They have to shut down the whole ride after some dick pulls out a selfie stick.
So he was doing the selfie stick while he was on the ride.
Yes.
And you're not allowed to do that.
No.
Wow.
Well, no, why would you be allowed to hold out
I don't
a long
know.
stick on it?
You
Dude,
could hurt
this,
somebody. You could
this
hurt
whole
somebody.
country's gone goddamn bananas with the selfie sticks. I don't know what people are allowed. I see videos of people doing all kinds of shit with selfie sticks that you wouldn't think they'd be allowed to do, and yet they're doing it.
Are you a selfie stick person?
Ron, are you a selfie stick?
Good.
Don't own
Are
one.
you?
Good for you.
I don't, have
I don't
one,
like
though.
selfie stick.
I don't like
people.
selfies. I've never needed a picture of my own goddamn head to remember like a good time. Like, I won't remember this unless there's a picture of me and a vague background shot of what it is I'm enjoying. Oh,
I think I've done like one selfie ever. I don't know.
No,
I've been in a
don't.
lot of like group selfies because
Crystal,
people
can you
take
just
them.
Tilt that fan a little bit.
No,
so
I
it comes a
do
little bit further?
selfies, but I don't have a stick.
I'm not good at it.
I
I
don't
can't
do
do
selfies.
it.
I don't. I hate selfies.
Yeah, I concur
Screw it.
completely.
I hate it. I've never been a fan of them. I have no desire to do them. I hate, even the picture taking. Even as a comedian, when we got to take, like the other night, what's his face? We got to get a picture. I'm like, I don't take good pictures. I don't think, and I'm not very good at it. Right?
But it,
Well, but we
yeah,
have
but
to
it comes
do
with
it.
the territory.
No, it's part of your job. I
Yeah.
get it.
I think you look good in the.
Yeah,
I think
you
the
always
pictures
do.
turn out good.
Yeah.
Maybe everybody's like that. Do you feel like you look good in the pictures you take with your
No.
fans?
Yeah,
So you
I
hate them,
know.
right? Yeah.
I don't
No,
like
I
mine
don't.
either. So
I don't.
yeah, we don't like.
But are you the one that goes, "Hey, let's get a picture together"? Though.
No.
See, I'm not either. You gotta. Yeah.
No,
It's
I
gotta
don't.
be forced
I don't.
out.
I'm always hoping somebody forgets.
yes, me too.
But then if they do it, then I'll do it.
So what happened? They stopped it? Did they
They
kick his
shut
ass
the
off?
ride down for an hour.
An hour.
Can you imagine being like in line about to get on the ride and it's like, oh, we got to shut it down. Somebody pull out a stick.
Oh, I'd find that
So
bad.
I would
do you know
murder
what the
him.
process is, Jordan? Like,
What?
okay, you see the guy with the
No.
stick, you shut the ride down, and what happens in that hour?
They
Escort
have
him
to
out?
they have to inspect the whole ride, re-grease the wheels. They have to get a Mickey character to go in with a vat of holy water
Why did I
that was
ask?
personally
Why
collected
did I ask?
from Walt's childhood home, and
That's
he
on you.
sprinkles the tracks with it.
Sprinkles the track.
Sprinkles the tracks, and then they sing the Disney hymn, which is just hi ho, but like 12 times.
Hold on, Ron had a question. What was your question, Ron?
What are they worried about with the selfie?
Yeah, what's the worry? Just scroll down the article so we can see the rest of it. What was the big thing?
They've been
The stick will
banned.
fly out of your hand and impale the person behind you. I don't want anyone on the roller coaster with you holding a loose stick in their hand.
Yes, Crystal.
And they've also been banned since like last June, I think. It said from the actual parks, Disneyland and Disney World parks. They're not allowed in,
Oh.
period.
I didn't know that.
Not just on the road, but like in the park.
How do you fight off the character actors, though? You need those,
Just
right?
took my weapon.
Yeah, got a retractable stick. I can be like arrow flinging their asses out. Get away from me, Goofy! I hate you.
Punch him in the eye. So it's the
Fine.
least
You
protected
can-
part.
no, you gotta-
I did that as a child. I learned early. I did.
Christ.
Chip and Dale came up to me at Disneyland as a child, and I punched one in the eye and got a stern lecture about not punching giant chipmunks
Did
in
you
the eye. I did. Leprechaun, yeah.
Oh my God.
Is that it? Are we done?
That was check-in, yes.
All right, there you go. That's check-in.
That's very good, very good.
You're listening to Double Special. The phone number, if you'd like to call in, is 727-475-6139. In the studio right now, we have comedian Aniria Turney. Turney, right? I'll be freaked out about that all
That's
night.
fine. You're fine.
Thank you. Now, Aniria, we've known you for a long time. This is the first time you've ever been in the studio with us, right? You
This
never-
is the very first time.
You
And I'm
weren't
happy
in-
to be here.
Well, thank you very much for coming in. And you've been doing comedy for how long?
For 11 years.
11 years.
Yeah.
And we've seen you on the scene. You've known Tiffany for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Did you guys start at the same time, the two of you?
No, I started like 6 years ago.
6 years ago?
No, and and my 11 years are like chopped up because I started stand up and like within 3 months I quit because I got pregnant with my daughter. And at that time, comedy clubs, you could smoke in them.
But
So I
you
didn't-
couldn't be pregnant in them?
Very funny. No, I didn't want to inhale the smoke
Sure.
during shows. So
Right.
I got out of it, and then I was in this terrible marriage. So I was at it for like 6 years before I came back, left, and then came back permanently.
And now you're back. And you have a job or is it full-time comedian?
It's full time. I have
You're
part-time
awesome.
jobs here and there, but
Yeah,
it's
but
full time now. It's scary,
Yeah.
but I love it. I'm so happy.
The first couple times I saw you, you seemed a little unsure of yourself. The last time I saw you at Snappers, where it was a bunch of girls, you were doing the show, you destroyed. You had a great
Oh,
set.
thanks.
Yeah, I even told Tim, I was like, wow, she's really improved since the last. It had been a couple years, and we kind of pass like ships in the night, you and I.
Yeah.
But you do have a show that you do on a regular basis. Tell everybody what the show is.
Yes, we try to produce a couple of these a year. It's called the Funny Diva Show, and it's traditionally, you get 3 or 4 women stand-ups. I usually like to put a male host.
Why is that? Why not just go full female?
I'm
I'm just saying. Why not just go?
sounds
Like
so
Frozen.
personal. That is a very personal question.
I choose my words carefully.
No. We did used to do that. But along the years, I've had male comedians that have asked me, "Well, how can I get on a diva show?" And at first, I thought they were joking.
Why would a guy ask that?
Well,
though?
we need a wrangler. Like women need a wrangler.
Yeah.
So that's
No,
what the
what-
guys
come on.
for. Like
Wow.
the like
How
the,
much wrangling is the
like
MC
the,
doing?
the
honestly?
ring
The ringleader.
the ringleader in the circus.
The ringmaster.
I don't know. I think I like it. I like having all women. I also like having.
So you like
a
breaking
guy
it up
say-
in between the girls?
Yeah,
All right,
I
cool.
do. I do. I think, and I honestly think that the guys that host the shows really like it.
Just hanging out with the ladies.
They get to
yeah,
be a wrangler.
well, and
They get to be a wrangler of women.
Wrangling.
something they
I
can't do in their
wrangled so
personal
hard
life.
What'd you do
last
this
night.
weekend? I was wrangling. Wrangled a bunch
What kind
of
of
babes.
act would wrangling be? I don't even know.
I don't know. That's what I'm
And
saying.
it must,
Like,
it must involve rope.
well,
but-
I just imagine at some
Whoa,
point,
wait a
like
minute.
when she said that, when they said wrangling, I just imagine like one point, like all the female comics get like really weird and start like running all around the club, and he's got to
Yeah.
like gather them into a pen.
We
You
start
know what I
getting
mean?
distracted.
Like,
We're
these,
like,
these damn women comedians are running all over. I can't wrangle them. Then, there's prods involved. Maybe a selfie stick. I don't know. Is he wrangling them
No,
in?
we outlaw the selfie sticks in our shows. not
Good
the
for
s-
you. But you've done a couple of these now. Didn't you do one out in L.A. as well?
Yes. Thank you for noticing.
Yeah,
yes.
of course. I pay attention. I know.
We did one because Susan Sager, who's in LA.
Yes, and if you don't know, Susan Sager was in the movie Eating Raoul. She was Doris the Dominatrix, very famous back then.
It's like
Now
a
she's a
cult.
stand-up comic. Yeah, she has really got a following.
yeah, she
Yeah,
does.
she does. And so we did a Funny Diva show in LA at a theater in what is it? Sherman Oaks. And we had a good time, and but then we came back here, and I did a few here. Unfortunately, Susan couldn't be at this one because she's got shows in Vegas the same weekend.
Nice.
Yeah, so
So who's in the show this time?
this time it's going to be Trish Keating.
Love her.
Our host is Quentin Green.
Like him.
And then we have 2 new up-and-coming comics that are doing really, really well, which is Amanda Jordan and Victoria Yepes.
I've heard the Amanda Jordan name. Have not heard of the Victoria girl.
Yeah, she's really funny. Really, really smart girl.
I
funny
have to
girl.
ask this question because you're in here. Why hasn't Tiffany been in a diva show? Have you been in a diva show? I don't care if you care.
No.
I have to ask the question because I think she's a very unique woman.
I've never.
I'm going to
said
tell you
anything.
because
As
she's
far as
always
the-
with Chris Gorges.
Oh,
That's
for God's sakes! No, but I mean,
No, I actually talked to her about it the other
Yeah.
day. I asked her. I
Yeah.
said, are you exclusive with
no,
Chris?
not at all.
I know. And she says she does date outside of you. So
Comedy dating, comedy
yeah,
dating.
because what I hope to do the rest of the year is try to. We had kind of stepped away from the Funny Diva stuff. We just kind of got busy with our own stuff. But this year, I kind of want to make a point to do several more Funny Diva shows, either this year or next year.
All the
And-
same group, or you?
No, I want to
we'll
switch
mix it
them
up?
out. I
Yeah.
want to switch them
Because
out.
there's a few funny girls around. You got Long
Yeah.
Island Mary's very funny. She's been in a few.
Yes.
Catherine Malone, I don't know if she's still involved, but she did a few of the shows,
She
right?
did a few at the beginning.
Who else? What other girls?
Robin Savage.
Robin Savage,
She
right?
used
Right.
to do them.
Yep.
And we've never had Tiffany.
Right.
And then we've had a couple of Orlando comedians too.
Oh, nice.
Allison Johnson and Hope Nichols.
Where is the next show? The next diva show going to be held?
It's this Mother's Day at Tampa Improv.
Oh, nice.
Yes, it's at 7:00, early show. So if you have nothing to do, you want to do something different for Mother's Day, come out to the show. It'll be fun. You can have some great comedians and just
All
good
girl
time.
humor.
Well, it depends what you call girl humor.
Yeah, well, about being girls.
Yeah,
Stuff about being girls.
Makeup jokes.
Makeup
Yeah.
show.
Kind of, yeah.
Tampons.
Tampons, yeah, it's exactly
Puns
that.
about dresses. That's what I imagine.
puns about dress.
We talk about screwing you guys.
Do you think it's harder for the girls to get over in comedy? I know this has been a discussion nationally for a long time. Amy Schumer's in the news about her aggressiveness in the comedy circuit. Do you think for women it's harder to get over, get booked, or what do you think?
I don't know. I think it depends. So I used to really feel like it is. It depends really on the booker sometimes. I think that because of people like Amy Schumer and, the Chelsea handlers and all that are coming up and really getting in the limelight, that we've had a little bit of a better, I shouldn't say better, like a more demand, because I noticed that a lot of people are requesting like female comedian shows.
So, but your presence now is making it easier. But just in general, what about with audiences? Do you feel like it's harder to make audiences laugh as a woman than it is with the guys? Because I've heard that argument as well.
No, I don't think so. I think sometimes people, like what Jordan said, that we're going to make puns about dresses and stuff. Some people have that perception, but when they come to the show, they realize, no, we talk about everything in life, not just about being girls.
Talk about culottes as well.
Culottes. I don't even know what the fuck a culotte is.
I don't know either.
Jordan, would you like to
In
tell her?
Puerto Rico, we didn't have culottes, whatever that is.
Those shorts that look like skirts. They're like skirts, but they got the shorts.
Those are
in
called
it.
skirts, I thought.
I'm so sorry, Jordan.
Aren't those called skirts?
How do I know more than women about culottes? What the
Because
hell?
you've got a sad life, Jordan.
I do. You don't even know.
He just sits at home and reads the JCPenney catalog.
Not even that interesting, no.
He's all like culottes. They're in JCPenney
But I
catalog.
think when you get people out, you see that it's a big. I mean, we've got Amanda Jordan does jokes. She's a lesbian. I'm sorry, Tiffany.
No, I like
not
lesbians.
in
I just don't
Frozen.
think they
I'm
should
just
be in a
kidding.
Disney movie. I don't
I
think that should be
know.
the theme of a Disney
Was
movie.
Amanda straight before Frozen? I should ask that. I should qualify that.
I'm just saying.
What about transgender comics? Would you let them in the Diva show, or would you make them
in
stick to
a
comedy
heartbeat.
shows that correspond to their biological?
Depends what they're dressed like.
Identity.
Absolutely.
They have to be dressed
Yeah.
like a woman, though, to be in it.
No, I actually would love to put some transgender people in.
Well,
our-
Amanda's kind of transgendery. Like
She's a lesbian.
Well,
She's
she-
not
but
I'm just
transgender.
saying she looks like a boy.
That's not transgender.
Well,
Well, I thought it was when girls dress up like boys and boys
No,
dress
it's
up like
when
girls.
they actually get their genitals removed. God damn it! What are you
No,
talking
but
about?
Bruce Jenner still has all of his shit going
No,
on.
Yeah, but he's trans. He's in
This
the
trans-
process.
yeah.
I guess he's got boobs.
Amanda uses a girl's
He's
bathroom.
taking hormones. He has breasts. Those are his breasts.
transvestite is just the clothes.
Exactly.
That's where the vest. That should clue you in that he's talking about clothes.
Right.
Vestido.
Yeah. Dr. Frankenfurter, transvestite.
I'm sorry. Should I start studying since
No,
people
you
are
don't know
going to be doing
Dr.
it more?
Frankenfurter?
No, who's that?
Oh my God!
Oh,
help
from
me.
Rocky Horror
It's just a
Picture
sweet
Show.
transvestite.
Oh yeah.
You know it. Everyone knows
Yeah,
it.
I
You
do.
can't be alive if you don't know.
Ron just was like, "Who's Dr. Frankenfurter?" I don't even know.
I know who.
You are a Rocky Horror Picture Show? I love you, Ron.
I saw it
Yeah.
once. It's all right.
What?
It's all
I used to
right.
go watch it
It's
live.
got goddamn meatloaf in it. All right.
I do love meatloaf, and I don't, and not just the food. I like him. I do. He rocks. He
Well, no.
rocks.
Again, if you want to check out the Funny Diva Show, go on Tampa Improv's website. That's Improv Tampa or Tampa Improv. What is it? TampaImprov.com or Improv Tampa?
It's improvtampa.com
Yeah.
now.
And what's the date again? Mother's Day this year.
Mother's Day this
May.
Sunday, May 8th at 7 p.m. Call the club, or you can buy tickets online.
See, my mom's glad you didn't book me for this show. I would have not been there, Mom.
Oh.
I already missed Easter for comedy.
I got a couple more things that I want to do with you before you leave.
Okay.
But let me just start with this. We usually have a Reddit question. I forgot to read the Reddit question out of the gate because we got so many people in here. But this is the Reddit question. If you know the answer and you want to call in and give us the answer, it's not like there's a correct answer.
Yeah.
But if you'd like to answer the question, I'm sorry, I got a little quizzy game show there for a second.
You did.
If you want, if you want to,
If you know the answer. What the hell?
if you know your answer, bring it on the phone. 727-475-6139. Here's the question. Jordan, go ahead and give him the Reddit question for today.
What is a really inappropriate question you've always wanted to ask? Is it A, is Frozen about lesbians? B, can transgender comics be in the Diva Show? Or 3, I don't know.
I'll give that a
What's a
second to
culotte?
Mary. Do you have one off the top of your head, Aniria? A question
That's
that is
tough.
really
No.
inappropriate
I
that
usually
you've
just
always
ask.
wanted to ask?
I usually just
always
ask.
wanted to ask.
You know me. I ask. I don't.
No, I
I
can't
don't hold
think of
anything
one.
in.
Not necessarily, Tiffany. You have help. I've seen you not I've seen you like I remember when we used to go after the show to Freaky Tiki or after our podcast.
I remember Freaky Tiki.
All right, we used to go over there after because the studio was right next door, and we went in there. And one night we went in there, and one of her high school buddies noticed her.
Middle school
Buddies.
Middle school.
Yeah, a lesbian middle school buddy who was very attracted to Tiffany. She was like, "Oh, you're cold.
so
You look
scared.
cold. Let me go out to the car and get you a sweater." I'm like, "Yeah, go get her a sweater."
And I was like, no.
I'm like, "You should go get her a sweater.
like,
She's
no.
a bit peckish, you know." Yeah, and she was so freaked out. I'm like,
Peckish means hungry.
yeah, I know, but you can look
Okay.
peckish too. Anyway, you can be somewhat emaciated. Anyway, just shut up.
Right.
Anyway, yeah, but I knew there must have been like 3 questions that you really wanted to ask her,
No.
but you kind of held back. Come on, you have
I
questions
didn't have
about
questions. I want.
No.
Maybe can you go away?
Wow.
That actually, you know what?
That's
That is my
inappropriate.
question. That
Well,
is my
yeah.
question for
That's
everybody.
that's
Can
pretty
you please
inappropriate.
go away? That's like my main question.
Why
for
are you so freaked out about lesbians?
Yeah,
not
what is it?
lesbians, just a lot of people. A lot of times when people are talking to me that I don't know, I'm like, can you please go away?
Oh,
But I
well.
don't say that. So
All right,
maybe
that's
that
fair.
could be my question.
So that's your answer? Can you
Yeah.
please go away?
Can you please go away?
You asshole.
How much longer do I have to be stuck in this
I'm going to let
conversation?
Ron marinate because he's going to come on in about 20 minutes, 25 minutes, and we'll get his answer to that question.
So people are gonna call.
Some
with their
people call.
question?
Yeah,
Okay.
sometimes they call, sometimes they don't. It depends.
It doesn't seem like a big caller
Sorry.
tonight. Sometimes
You
we
could
get
have had people call. You know people that could have called? Like maybe they want to call and talk to you about your... What's the worst show you've ever had? I'm going to ask you a typical question. What's the typical
The
podcast?
worst show. Oh my god. Okay,
Yeah.
the worst show I've ever had was with Pretty Paul Parsons.
Because of Pretty Paul? Or?
No. But I was. We were asked, and thank God this place isn't in business anymore, so I can talk all kinds of shit. We were asked to play at a saloon in Winter Haven,
Mm-hmm.
and when we got there, everybody there was only like 7 men. There was no AC. The TVs were on, and everybody was on their phone, and
Ugh.
they were all
Oh.
Caucasian, and we were in the middle of Winter Haven. And I was the only girl in the building, and then I was brown, you know. So I'm like, oh shit, they are
2
not
strikes
gonna,
already.
Yeah, I'm like they're not gonna laugh, you know. I didn't think I was gonna get like, you know.
Did you get
killed.
them?
Well, things started to change. People started coming in, but yeah, well, it goes on. It gets worse.
Oh, it gets worse.
So the show's gonna start. They said the stage was
me help
probably
you
as big
this.
as this table.
I'm going to turn this so you can look at me. There you
Okay.
go. There you go.
The stage was like about as big as this table, and
Yeah.
there was a head mount of this huge animal that would protrude, so it was like next to you.
God, she remembers this so
Yeah,
well.
because it was
Jesus
so
Christ.
freaky. I'm like,
With
man.
the head of an animal mounted next to the stage?
Yeah, and so
Jesus Christ.
so you look at it, and there's this thing, and then in the same space there was like a what do you call that? A soundboard or whatever for the
Yeah,
sound?
mixer.
Yeah, a mixer. I don't know. And but the microphone didn't work.
Oh.
And so I started, the microphone didn't work. They said, well, we're going to go get one at so-and-so's house and whatever. And I'm
We're
like,
going to go over to Bobby's house. You go on ahead. Just do your thing. We'll be right back at that microphone.
that's exactly what they said. They said, just keep talking.
Just keep talking.
And so I'm like, unbelievable. I am
Holy
the
shit.
only non-Caucasian in the middle, and it was in the middle of nowhere, this club. And I'm like, God, I want to leave so bad. So bad. I just want to just walk off the stage and go and
Did
get
you
in
want
my
to get
car.
paid too, though?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
did want to get paid. That's
Right.
true.
Yep.
I think I forgot about that. That's how freaked out I was.
She's like, was there money involved? I don't give a shit.
They finally come back, and in the middle of my set, they make me stop so that they can hook everything up and try the new microphone. I'm
Oh.
like, this is crazy.
Wow.
Nice little momentum killer
yeah.
there.
But then I got up, and then more people started coming. Girls started coming. The owner got there. She was a girl, and they loved it. They laughed. They bought me drinks afterwards. Paul had a great set. And it worked out, but I seriously wanted to leave. I've
Jesus.
never.
What's
Wait,
your-
I'm sorry. That was a great ending to your worst night ever. What happens on the good ones? It's just like, oh, it's all cocaine and mermaids. It's freaking awesome. Oh. Yeah, they bought me drinks and they all loved me.
I know.
Worst show ever.
Well, no. I mean, I was
Shut
scared. You know what, Jordan? Shut the fuck up.
You're
I'm
listening.
just saying.
Yeah, you're listening to Double Special in the studio. We've got Aniria here, comedian Aniria. Aniria, did you start comedy in this area or from somewhere else?
No, I started here in the
In
Tampa
Tampa.
area.
But are you from here originally?
No.
You're from
Originally, I'm Puerto Rican Salvadorian.
Yeah.
I was born in El Salvador.
Oh, you were born. I thought you were
Yeah.
born in the States. Okay, so you were
No,
born there.
I was
Okay.
born in El Salvador. Came to Florida when I was 6 because my parents got accepted to UF.
Nice.
You know
Both
what's
of them.
funny?
What?
Like when you try to like spell check her name,
Mhm.
it suggests Iranian, Zairian, Nigerian, but none of them are right.
Nope, completely wrong.
Plausible, but no.
Plausible. Nigerian? What are you talking about? She looks.
I look very Nigerian. don't
Yeah.
I?
Oh, as
She'd be
Nigerian
like
as they
a
come.
third generation Nigerian.
I was gonna
don't
call
know.
you Matumbo there for a second. Jesus.
Matumbo.
I for some reason I thought you were from like out west, like Texas or somewhere out that way.
I
like,
did live in Texas for about
oh,
4
you-
years.
Okay, maybe
Yeah.
you mentioned something. Okay.
Yeah. But I grew up in Florida mainly.
Nice. Now, you do you have any special skills as far as like reading people and stuff like that?
Reading people?
Yeah, I mean, when you meet, like I do a lot of crowd work. I know you do some crowd work. I've seen you do
Yes.
crowd work. How do you feel like you have any special skills when you look out into an audience? You can kind of feel maybe psychically what might be happening with them, connect with them some way.
Prayer.
Yeah, I think I don't know that it's psychic, but I think it's when you're up there. Sometimes you notice what people are doing when they're watching you.
Yeah,
So you kind of know if somebody's laughing a lot. You know, you could probably talk to them and they're gonna
right.
be
You can
fine.
feel them out a little bit.
Yeah, and there's some people that just look scary.
You don't talk to them.
Yeah, no. Sometimes I do because
I go
it's
right
like
for
a
those
challenge.
people. Yeah, I
it's
go
a
right for them. I'm like,
challenge.
you need a friend. On the show, the reason I bring this up because I want to do a little test with you. I want to do a psychic test of you.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and on the show, we've done something for a long time. Jordan, if that falls off, I will break your goddamn head. You tell me, I'm telling you right now.
Is there
I don't know what the hell
drink in
you're
it?
doing over there, but if that falls off on that keyboard,
I don't think
I will
there's-
jump up here and drop kick
I
you
was
right in the
honestly, I
goddamn
was trying to
throat.
set off Tiffany, but I got you instead, which is even more funny.
Jesus Christ, there's
empty,
electronic
right?
gear all around here.
Is
No,
it
you know,
empty?
no, that's
Yeah,
fine. No, that's fine.
basically.
No, but that's fine. If it breaks something, he will be purchasing something, and you're not bringing shit from the thrift store either. You get me new shit. All right, you don't bring some fucking 1922 thing in here. Oh, I got this keyboard at the thrift store.
Macklemore.
What we've done something with all the comics that have been here. We've asked of them. Now I don't require this of you, but I asked because I sort of have a bank of all these audio clips that at one point I'm going to compile together, and I think it's going to make an awesome little thing. We do have electric nipple clamps here on the show.
What? No, you can't put them
No,
on.
don't. You don't have to put them in your
I love always saying that first to see how women will say that because they're gonna be like, no, not on my boobs. No, I would never want you to do that unless you wanted to, and then that would be okay. That's
I'd
fine.
be okay with it.
You would be okay with it, but I would never ask you.
Ward Smith was
Ward
like,
Smith
oh
took
my
his shirt
God.
off. He was good to go.
Yeah, like
Okay.
he was like an excuse to
Ward
take my
Smith.
shirt off. Ward Smith.
Yeah, Ward Smith.
Wait, Ward Smith put the nipple clamp?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
On his nipples.
Oh yeah.
Oh
He was
my
excited.
God.
Like he was
So
jealous
crazy.
that
He's
Lou-
what?
He's crazy.
I don't know. He was all like, "Hey, you say nipple clamps?" Boom with the shirt. It was pretty funny. I'm
We
like,
used an
okay.
alcohol swab on him after. It's all cool.
I'm like, all
We
right,
didn't
Plato's
really do that.
retreat. What are you doing? Anyway, so you don't have to do it, but I would like to, if I could, I would like to maybe put them on your fingers and do a little psychic test. Now, you don't have a pacemaker or any heart condition, right?
I have high blood pressure. That's about it.
Well, that's fine.
That's normal, right?
No, it's not. That's why they call it high. But there's only been one comic that has refused to do this in the studio, and he's actually refused it twice. He's been in here 3 times, and I stopped asking him. You want
Why?
to take a guess?
Yeah. No. I want
You don't
to
know?
Just tell me.
John J. Murray, flat out, no way, not going to do it.
What?
He's PTSD, and yeah, he's like, no.
Oh.
Yeah, and that made me, I'm like, Jesus, would you end up in Abu Ghraib? What the hell happened to you? Anyway, all right, so I'd like to do a test. So let's just do this. This is not like a shock collar. This is not a taser or anything like that. There's nothing to that strength.
It's a sexual aid.
It is a sexual aid. These are, yeah. So we put one on this finger right here, right? And then,
That?
what's the time down there, Jordan?
9:15.
Thank you. All right, and we'll do this one over here like this. All right, so these are on your fingers. So
What? Are you gonna like electrocute me?
no, I'm not going to electrocute you. I'm going to shock you.
Same shit.
All right, so what I want to do is I just want to see if you have any sexual. I want to see if you have any
Psychic.
psychic. I
Plenty
know. I
of
don't know why
that.
the fuck I said that. No, it's because I have the cards. I'm thinking sexual because the cards are special. But anyway,
Oh, the Queen of Spades. That sets him off every time.
so I just want to see if you have any psychic ability. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold this card up, okay, in front of you, a card from the deck, and I just want to see if you can guess what the card is. If you can't, I'll just give you a little jump start. You may have seen this little
No.
exercise in Ghostbusters. Have you ever seen Ghostbusters?
The beginning.
Wait,
beginning?
hold on. What's happening right now?
Remember the beginning of
Is this
Ghostbusters?
gonna hurt?
You
No,
had-
it's not gonna hurt.
Yeah.
Okay, first of all,
All
all right. You want a little test?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll put that-
Ow! It hurts.
Well, that's just a clamp, for
I'm
God's
just-
sake.
It's like
All right,
doing
so
anal.
let me
It's
see.
like doing
What I
anal
got
for
the
first
I got the
time.
slow. I'm gonna go with fast because
Look
that.
at him. He's so excited.
You're next.
All right, here we go. And now just tell me if you can feel it. I just want to make sure it works first of all. Can you feel this at all? Can you feel that?
No.
Damn it! Is the battery dead
the
on this thing?
battery ran out again.
Make sure the thing switched to the right one.
I'm just gonna lie.
Oh yeah, the in out. Oh, there we go. Out in. All right, let me try it again. Damn it! If these batteries are dead, I'm gonna be
I
pissed.
just got a new one.
Ay, coño. Yes, I feel it.
Oh, they turned her Salvadorian right away.
Oh wow.
That was kind of a mellow coño though.
Yeah,
You're like,
yeah.
oh coño, oh coño.
All right.
So you feel that though, the pulse,
yeah,
right?
I do. It's
I
like
was-
static, like when you. Yeah.
It's like
anyway.
static.
You know, like when you rub a.
We got to get better nipple clamps. God damn it.
All right, but
All right.
anyway, these work.
Okay, all right. So Jordan, I want to you run that. All right, I'm gonna hold the card because I can't do
Jordan's
both.
gonna run it.
How do I know
You
if
just
he gets
gotta
it
guess
right or
the
wrong?
suit, right?
Oh,
I'll
Just
tell
the
you.
suit.
Oh.
All right,
don't
yeah, no,
trust
just a
Jordan.
number or suit, whatever pops in your head. Let's just pick a card.
Straight up milligram, baby.
All right, and I got Suicide Girl cards. These are sexy cards. I got these because I'm cool.
Yay.
Suicide Girls. You know the Suicide Girls?
Yeah,
are
I do.
All right, so what are you seeing? What are you seeing right there?
Oh
what
my
what
God.
number? What number are you seeing? Or if you can name the suit, I'll let you go with that as well.
Oh my God.
What do you see
right Clubs.
Clubs. I'm
Eh.
sorry, that's incorrect. It's not clubs.
Oh no. it
Shocker. Did it work?
You're not gonna tell me what it was?
No.
Fuck.
Are you shocking her?
No, I was trying to do a fake one and see if she'd play along, but she was too stupid, so I guess I'll shock her.
You know what, Jordan? Ow!
All right, let's try.
Stupid now.
All right, let's try it along. Yeah, tell me what that is there. No, hold on. Don't look at that. I'm going to put it up so everybody can see it. There. I'm going to hold that up so everybody
Wait,
can see
what is it? I can't see it. I'm just kidding. I was hoping you'd say it.
I am.
It'd be funny.
All right.
You know, I'm gonna just say. I'll say hearts.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're incorrect.
Ow! All right.
You want to shoot? You want to shoot for a number, actual number instead of the suit? Might make it easier for you, maybe
Yeah.
in your mind's eye.
Why
All right.
not? I
right.
don't think it's gonna work.
Well,
It's
tell me what number. Hold on, let me put it up so
I
everybody
would-
can see it.
I would think the suit.
Tell me what number.
8.
8. I'm sorry. You're incorrect.
Oh my God, my finger's gonna fall off.
Can you feel it?
Yeah, I can feel it. Come on, stop.
All right, let's do one more
All right.
because I expect her to be like, "Hey," but she's not doing that.
No, she's like totally calm
I
about
know.
it.
It makes me
She's
really.
used to these. She's like,
I
her,
know,
her and her
you're
husband
really
got
freaking
something
me
way
out.
worse at home. I can tell.
No kidding, dude.
She's like, this is nothing.
Like, yeah, well, the
compared to what
flesh isn't blistering, so I'm all right. All
A
right.
little prick, bring it.
all right. Here we go.
I'm gonna go with clubs again.
Clubs.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh no, we're doing.
sorry.
I forgot we're doing.
You want to do a number?
numbers.
You want to try the number? I'll give-
5.
What? She got that one right. That's 5. Look at that. We ended on a good one.
Wait, do I
Ring the
turn
bell.
it on?
What's that?
Oh, okay.
You're a dick. All right, there you go. That's good. All right, that's good. I got what I needed. I got the little ouch. That was really lame.
Ouch.
I gotta try that. I'll try that again. Ron, the same challenge goes to you. I'm gonna do we have a quiz for you instead of the cards. Yes, we have a Navy quiz.
Oh.
We pulled up a Navy quiz, so we're gonna test your knowledge, your Navy knowledge against me. And you're a senior chief, so you better know your shit, dude. Because if I do better on a Navy quiz than the senior chief, that's pretty goddamn sad. Pretty sad, my friend. In the studio on Double Special, you're listening on IRN. Aniria, Turney is here. Aniria, female comic, a comedian from the area. We've known her for a while. Her show is coming to the Tampa Improv on Mother's Day of this year, and it's called The Funny Diva Show. In the show, tell everybody again who's on the lineup.
It's on Sunday, May 8th at 7 p.m. That's this Sunday, and it's gonna be Trish Keating, Amanda Jordan, Quentin Green, and Victoria Yepes.
Yes.
And myself.
Quentin Green got in there with a penis.
I never
One
heard of
confirmed
Victoria.
lesbian.
One confirmed lesbian.
What confirmed?
Confirmed lesbian.
She confirmed it. I've only heard rumors about. No.
Yeah, Aniria, have you thought about the Reddit question? Do you have
How
what is
can
it?
I when you're shocking the shit out of me?
Oh, you know what? Don't even play like that was shocking the shit out of you. You handle that pretty lucidly, I must say. I'm not
Okay.
very impressed by that at all.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry I didn't scream loud.
I really thought You're tough. You're a tough lady. I'll say that. I'm pretty sure if I kick
We
you-
should start wetting their fingers. That might make it better.
Oh shit!
Weighing their fingers.
Wedding.
We'll put one hand in water and the other one gets electrocuted.
Oh,
and see
Oh
what happens.
no.
I'll walk in with a car battery. They're like, "What the shit?"
Just use that electro gel they use for the.
I don't
things.
think it'll make a difference. I don't think these are very strong, and I think that we don't use them frequently
I
enough.
don't think we've tested it properly.
What?
Well, we got Chris really well when we first got those things. He
Yeah.
was like flying back against the wall. It was hilarious.
I had them taped to my nipples.
Oh God, no way.
Right. The first time I taped them to my nipples, and we were in the other studio, and they basically took words and put them on paper and showed them to our audience.
Well, yeah.
And then people would call in and try to get me to say whatever the word was, and I never knew what
We
word
had
it was.
tons of listeners.
And there were no real rules. So like conjunctions were okay, like and if, but I'm like, great.
No.
Yeah, you guys
We
put
got
and.
like Australia. So like when the guy called in from Australia, you said this is our caller from Australia, and all of a sudden
Yeah.
zap, and you flew back against the
Well,
wall.
needless to say, on the nipples, it's a whole
awesome.
goddamn different story. Let me tell you, the
No.
fingers.
It's
the best episode
and I
ever.
would never ask a woman, obviously, in the studio to do that unless they offered. Like
I think
vanity
Crystal
stuff.
put it on hers.
Yeah, Crystal did, and that's what she
Yeah.
wants. She's part of the show. But it's funny. The only person was John Jay, and he was like, "I'm not doing that." And I'm like, "Really?" And then later on, he told me, I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, dude. I didn't mean to, put you in a dark place." But you did very well.
Thank you.
Where can people find your stuff online? If they want to check out your comedy, if they want to get in touch with you, connect with you digitally, how can they do that?
I have a website, aniriaisfunny.com, bigsincomedy.com. It's same thing. But I'm on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. On Instagram, Aniria is funny. On Twitter, I'm Aniria comedian.
It's pretty ballsy to put on your website, by the way. Aniria is funny. Just
well,
you just saying
But she
that's
is
it.
funny.
Oh, I
It is
agree.
what it-
I agree.
I know. You're not the first person to tell me that. I had a producer from a TV show
See?
wanting me to make a video for this particular show.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, "Well, where can I find your stuff?" And I told him, he's like, "Well, aren't you a little? Well, why'd you call me then?
I know.
You thought I was funny.
What?
That's why
Yeah.
you called me." So.
Is it-
Was I in your trunk when you opened it up? I'm like, hey, I need a job. No, you rang me.
Isn't,
goddammit.
isn't Catherine, she was really funny.com? Like, that's what she says. Like, she's like, in case you don't
yeah.
remember, she was my name.
That's
she was really funny.
right. She did.
I guess that's kind of catchy, but what if you don't have a good set?
That's
what if you
true.
don't
Well,
have
no
a
one's
good
going to
set?
look her up.
I guess there's that, yeah. They'll look them up. Okay, she was funny. That's why I looked her up.
She was really
.com?
funny.
What
.com.
I have going for me is that not many. I haven't met another Aniria that's a comedian. I've hardly met any.
Have you
Anirias.
Googled it?
Yeah, I come up.
Hells yeah. When is your next show other than the Diva show? Where can people see you? Like, are you working this weekend?
What is this weekend?
It's Mother's Day. That's why
That's
it's
right.
done.
Your show's this
Yeah,
weekend.
this
How about
weekend.
after that? Any,
After that, I think I don't have a show, or the one that comes to mind is in May. I have like private gigs, but I have one in June. I'm sorry, June. Hold on.
AniriaIsfunny.com.
Yeah,
It's in June. You
It's
can
at
check that.
Stageworks. It's at Stageworks.
Good for you. No, listen. I think your set's going great. And it's hard. There's the girls in town that I've seen. Some of them they're okay. Like, I'm a big fan of Trish Keating. I've always liked Trish Keating. I
Oh,
think she's
I
very
love
funny.
her.
I love the sarcasm.
So
I love
good.
her kind of sort of thing.
Yeah.
She's very funny. Catherine, I'm not a big fan of. I think she's okay, but I think she's really aggressive with her audience. So it's really, there's a lot of diversity in the female comics. I think a lot of the male comics in the area, I think, are kind of, I don't know, they all kind of fall into like one or two sort of groups. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
If you're going to group them, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like you got the hipster crew,
Yeah.
and then you got the older guy crew.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then you got like the maniac fucking out of their mind crew that just don't even give a shit about. You know what I mean? Like they don't even care.
Most of those moved to LA already.
Oh, the maniac wants to move to LA.
We scooped them out.
We
Some
skip-
of them, some of them are still here.
The phone number, if you want to give us a call, is 727-475-6139. And we're almost ready to take a break. In the second half of the show, I will have an old friend on the show. He's not a comedian, so don't expect like a bunch of hoity-toity, heady comedy stuff.
I think
Believe
he's
it,
pretty
Jordan.
funny so far.
So far, he's doing pretty
entertained
good.
me.
Yeah, I haven't seen this guy in 28 years. We'll talk about all that. We'll talk about the Navy stuff. We'll talk about the service, and maybe we'll talk. He is a very conservative person. There was a little bit of political talk before the show. I don't know if I'm brave enough to get into it, but maybe we
Is he
will. I
voting
don't
for
know.
Trump?
He's definitely voting for Trump. He's a Trump guy.
Oh, dang. It's
shit.
on. Everyone stretch during the break.
Everyone's
Lunges and all.
you don't want to pull a hammy in the second half.
That's funny.
And then we're also going to do a Navy quiz, like I said, and do all that and get rolling. If you want to check out archived episodes of the show, you can do that on YouTube. You can do it on iTunes. They're all on there. And also you can check out the B-Side Radio Show, which is my music show that I do, which eventually will get to the FM station if I get off my ass and actually put the bin together.
This weekend?
I'll probably do it this weekend and get the stuff going. You like that, Ron. It's a bunch of cool music.
Oh,
and
yeah.
stuff.
He really does some good
And
songs.
I talk, and it's not a comedy show. It's a straight-up music show. And it's fun. It was good having you in here this evening, my dear.
Thank you.
I wish we had done it sooner.
You know what? I actually have a question now for the Reddit.
You do? Oh,
Yeah,
a question or an answer?
I mean, what?
You have an answer?
I mean, but the answer is a question, isn't it?
All right, go for it.
Go ahead.
All right.
Sure.
It's,
This is like Jeopardy.
this is really bad, and it's probably going to make me really unpopular, but hence the question. But I've always wanted to ask people at funerals.
I love it already.
Like, where do souls go? Like, what is their belief? And I really would like to
at
know
a
that.
funeral, you
Do
wanna
you think that's inappropriate to ask?
At a funeral,
Oh,
it is.
okay, you want to ask at the actual funeral.
Yeah.
Oh,
'cause-
shit.
Yeah, I know, but
Where did their soul go?
no, where do
Just in
souls-
general.
Like, do you believe in heaven? Do you believe in ghosts?
Oh,
What do
you want people to
believe
like
in?
vote while they're there? Like,
No.
like,
She's going to be a
Who
pollster.
thinks she went to heaven?
No,
Who
you know
thinks
what
she
I
went to
think?
hell?
I think
purgatory.
I think the fascination with that question is more like, has the death of this person changed what you believe? Because some people say, well, I don't believe in heaven.
Well, it's,
But then your grandma or your mom dies. Like, does that change it?
So, well, it's
like,
an
do you
appropriate
hold-
Well, it's
question.
Hold
like-
on, wait. Jordan, go
It's an
ahead.
appropriate question. You just want to ask it at an inappropriate moment.
Correct.
Yeah,
That's
well,
true.
Correct.
That's right.
But it's crucial that I ask it at that time.
Right.
So you want to know?
Anyway, you can make any question like inappropriate at the inappropriate time.
Go
Like-
on.
Like you could be during sex. You could say, "Do you want cheese?" That's an inappropriate question at that moment. Would you like a slice of American cheese, my dear? No,
Mutton?
it's all gone wrong.
Yeah, I know. They're like, what? Are you eating right now? No, I'm not eating. I'm serving, obviously. No, I don't mean I'm in the food. Oh,
I know.
fine. Well, she's such a dirty head in your face.
a dirty head in your face.
That made sense.
I want to thank you again for coming on the show, but I also want to thank you for the kind words you said to Tiffany about me when I wasn't around, which means they're probably true. Just as far as like how you like my stand-up, and I really
do.
appreciate the support that you've given us in the past couple months, and you're very positive. You're not one of the negative people like this sucks and that sucks. You're always like, oh, it's so good to see you, and what a great
Yeah.
time. And
You got to, man.
It's
I mean,
fun.
we're in the funny business. You know what I mean? You have to. It's not an easy business, and I appreciate when people work hard and don't tell hacky jokes.
yeah,
And they actually write. I mean,
right.
It makes me so happy.
It's
It
a
just
fun
really
thing,
does.
though, right?
It is.
It's
it
fun,
is.
but
It's
there can be
very fun.
some jerks out there to make it not
Oh,
fun.
Yeah.
They want to pull you down into the muck with
Yeah,
them.
you just go la 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 la.
Is that how you do? All right, let's go ahead and take a little bit of a break. Aniria, thank you again so much for coming on the
Thank you
show.
for having
Always a
me.
pleasure. You're always welcome back in this
Yes.
studio. I'll say that.
Awesome.
And next
Thank
time I'll
you.
have better batteries. Let me just say that.
Oh shit.
You're listening to Double Special. We're going to go ahead and take a break. Don't go away. In the second half, we'll have the senior chief is going to be here. That's right. Smoking lamp is lit. We'll be back in a couple minutes on the Double Special Show.
Hi, I'm Chris Wheeler, voice of the Philadelphia Phillies baseball team, and you're listening to Double Special.
2014, MC Clarence Renoir. This track's called Laureen. Check it. Here's a little story I'm about to tell about a woman named Laureen I don't know so well. Her long flowing hair might be nice as can be, but I'm forever a bachelor. What can I do? I may be old, but my junk still works. The little blue pill gonna make her twerk. She gets with me, I won't make her disappointed. What can I do? Oh yeah, Laureen. You ever had a man write a song about you? I'm all man, I promise you that. But I got some more to say. I got something to tell you that I think you didn't know. You never ever called the double special show. And I want you to call in so I can hear your sweet voice. It's like rose petals for my ears. Oh, I'm so lonely. Maureen, I just need a friend. Call me. Woman, you know, I'm on the attack. I'll pull off my prophylactic, then shellac your back. Don't be mad at me for that, it'll be just fine. Play my grandson Miguel, he wrote that last line. God, he's such a jerk. It's all good. Tiffany, where to your mom? No, where to your mom? Have her call me. Chris, JB, Crystal, holla at your boy, Clarence. Special shout out to Big Chief Marty Hoffman, Petrocelli, and Brad McLean, and little Jake over there. You know, hopefully they don't break your fan, Chris. I know how much you hate that. Clarence out.
All right, everybody, welcome back. Second half, double special. Thanks for joining us on IRN this evening, and thank you, everybody, on YouTube. Great first segment there with Aniria Turney. You can check her out at aniriaisfunny.com and see the upcoming shows. The Funny Diva show is the one we had her on the show about, and that will be at the Tampa Improv. That will be Mother's Day, and she'll come hang out. Now we're on the second half. Tiffany is not in the studio. She's out talking to Aniria. They're having their post-show thing. In the studio right now, though, I do have an old friend. The senior chief is here, Ron Rutherford. Say hello to everybody, Ron.
Hey, everybody.
All right, there he is. And you can cut that music. I'm done with that now. The phone number, if you'd like to give us a call, is 727-475-6139. You can give us a call and talk to us in the studio. Ron, tell everybody how we know each other, because it's it's been a long time since you and I have seen each
Well,
other.
28 years.
28 years? Let's do this right there. There you go.
We were stationed together in the Naval Hospital, Groton, Connecticut.
Groton, Connecticut.
Groton, Connecticut.
And that was, what year was that?
1986 to 88.
86 to 88.
Yeah.
And when you came there, you were a reservist, and then you went active duty.
I did. I was a reservist who didn't go to reserve meetings and got booted back on active duty.
That's exactly how I got in.
Yeah.
So that must be the shithole place they dump us.
That must have been.
Because they're like, oh, you skipped your drills, and then straight to Groton with you.
Groton.
Yeah. Now here's the story splits apart. You recently just retired from the military.
I did 5 years ago.
5 years ago, you were in how long?
26 years.
26 years, dude.
Yep.
And you were out. You retired as a senior chief.
I did.
Which is E8.
E8. Right.
And you were stationed. Listen to this horrible military duty station he had for most of his military career. Where were you stationed?
4 ships.
And then, but the big one.
Spain, and retired out of Pearl Harbor, Hawaii.
Pearl Harbor, Hawaii.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's not too bad. Not too shabby.
Not too shabby.
And I'm
lived. Not complaining.
You lived in Hawaii with your family.
I did.
How long were you there for?
4 years.
4 years in Hawaii, you bastard, man.
Yeah.
See, had I stayed in, I would have ended up in Afghanistan. That's where I would have ended up. I would have no Hawaii.
But how tan can he get? He's very fair-skinned.
Oh,
I
no.
don't think Hawaii loved you in that
I turned
sense.
red and turned white again. So yeah.
He's like a peppermint stick.
I am.
Did you learn Hawaiian?
Sup, bruh? Yeah,
Aloha.
What's that?
Aloha.
Yeah.
That could be Californian.
That's pigeon.
See,
That's pigeon.
It's pigeon. Yeah.
Sup, bro?
So that's what my kids went. They went from speaking great Spanish
Yeah.
to speaking pigeon.
And pigeon is like slang Hawaiian.
It is.
What? But you said sup, bro.
yeah, like we know that.
Brah. Sup,
See,
brah.
that's just regular people
But
talk
if they
here.
spoke
No,
like,
Hold on.
it's very
Jordan?
much a
well, what if they spoke just like real pigeon, just like a
Coo.
series of coos and short squawks?
Well, I guess they could.
That would suck.
Yeah.
No, but sup, brah. That's like what's the movie with Keanu Reeves and
Sup.
Point
Point
Break,
Break.
right? No,
Yeah.
that's, thank you, Aniria. It's not. I mean, I enjoyed it.
I
goddamn it.
learned Hawaiian from watching Lilo and Stitch.
I thought
but
his cover was going to get blown. The whole damn thing.
there was no lesbians in Lilo and Stitch.
So now
I
you
learned no Hawaiian. My kids learned all the Hawaiian.
but you didn't know any like the catchphrase.
Mahalo.
Yeah, see,
That means thank
well,
you.
yeah, that's real Hawaiian,
Alo-
though.
aloha.
That's not pigeon. That's real Hawaiian.
Well, why do I gotta learn pigeon for? I'm talking Hawaiian.
If you want to be
I
dog,
said, do you know Hawaiian?
if you want to
not
hang out with Dog
pigeons?
the Bounty Hunter, you better learn pigeon.
You gotta learn pigeon because you want to understand
Well,
them.
pigeon sounds like ghetto talk to me.
What is?
Sounds
It's
like
ghetto
ghetto
Hawaiian.
Sup, bitches?
Yeah, but it's not.
Yeah.
When you say ghetto, it's like you're talking about Hawaii first of all, and sup bra is like a rich
Sup,
ghetto, like
bra.
surfer dude that has like
Dude.
lives in a 15-room condo.
I'm
Sup,
certainly
bra?
not doing pigeon Hawaiian justice. So
Yeah, I guess not.
no, not at all.
Say something else.
Something else.
All
bra.
you learn, sup, bra.
Well, I didn't go to the Hawaiian schools. My kids did, and they
Well, yeah,
they were
but you lived
ruined
there.
by it. Yeah.
Why
And
do you
you
say they
had-
were ruined by it?
They were ruined. They were speaking perfect Spanish coming from
Yeah,
Spain.
but they don't teach
Oh, that's
pigeon
so
in school.
cool.
Yeah.
No. But
Speak
that,
Spanish.
Wait, Tiffany, stop
Sorry,
for a
I'm very
second.
excited.
Well, stop for a second. You're interrupting me. What did they didn't teach pigeon in school, so where'd they pick it up?
Well, they picked it up on the
streets.
On the streets.
While you were
right?
being a bad parent, they were on the
And
streets
that-
learning pigeon.
Well, they were. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
So hear that, Jordan? Just let
They-
his
they
sons
were chased by 5-0.
run the Hawaii 5-0.
Right.
I'm sorry, that was stupid. Jordan, are you all right over there? Okay.
So Spain.
Yes.
What? I
Yeah.
love world traveled
we-
people.
Okay.
We lived in the capital, Madrid.
So, Tiffany, here's your chance to do the Reddit question. What's a really inappropriate question that you always want to ask about Spain
Was it my question?
to Ron? No, I'm
Oh,
wondering. It's got to be
what's
one.
a really inappropriate question you ever wanted to ask about what? Spain.
Oh, I got
About
one.
Spain.
In Spain.
Hold on. Yes, Jordan?
Yeah.
Do they really eat cat soup for Christmas?
No.
What? Really?
Have you ever heard of that?
No, I have not.
Dude, he goes in the dark.
That's on
deep-
Wikipedia.
You looked up Spain?
No, I looked up eating cats.
Why
Eating
would you look
cats.
up eating cats?
That
It just
sounds
isn't
more
a
like
thing.
Philippines.
I don't know.
That's
Yeah.
like borderline like psychosis, like killing animals. You're going to turn into a serial killer. Oh,
No,
I'm
no. I was just. It was
cat
interesting.
soup?
No, they eat this awful dish called paella.
Paella.
That's rice with shrimp.
Paella's
Paella.
good.
Yeah, what's
Oh,
wrong with
it's
rice and shrimp?
awful.
Why?
It's I don't know.
It's not to your liking.
crap.
The
sorry.
fish have the heads on.
the fish had the heads on. I
They
don't
do.
like fish heads.
Yeah.
They're
They're looking at you while you're eating it.
So now you're retired. You retired 5 years ago, senior
right.
chief. You get the nice chunky retirement package from the military.
Yeah, I get a retired pay. I don't know about chunky, but you know.
Well, chunkier than mine.
I got something.
So
Yeah.
I have a question
Sure.
for Chris.
Yes.
So he could have been you. You would have been like him.
I'm not as fair skinned as him.
Well,
but-
no, I mean like life-wise. If you would have
Life-
stayed in the
He
military.
could have been a lifer.
Yeah. I got thrown up for smoking marijuana. I got popped in the urologist.
We
I got
know.
booted. I got an honorable. Well, the viewers don't know, most of them.
Oh.
And he stayed in. I guess had that not happened, I was up for the same stuff you were, search and
You
rescue.
were.
That
You were.
I went and
You
took the
were.
flight physical at South Weymouth. I was ready to go to school. I had a seat saved for me. My seat went to somebody else because I got a little bit of trouble.
It went to Gino.
Son of a
Went to
bitch!
Gino.
That son of a bitch! And now he's a driver for Coke. That bastard.
What?
Oh, yeah,
Pepsi,
that's right. He is. Yeah,
Coke
he's a
or
Coke
Pepsi.
guy.
Oh,
Son of a
see,
bitch.
He didn't
yours
get
is
caught.
better.
Well, no, but I mean, look, I'm not. What Ron has great. Look, you had a great career in the Navy.
I did.
And now you got a nice little retirement where you still have to work, but you're not stressing out about it. And now you're working for the VA, so that
I am.
your career in the Navy set you up nice for that job.
Most certainly.
And you're here now in Florida traveling.
I am.
How long have you been doing this job, this new job?
5 years.
And you like it?
I love it.
Yeah.
I love what I do for the VA.
You go in the VA, you kind of streamline their services there.
Yep.
Try to help people out, kind of get the services they need.
Yep.
How
Make-
messed up is the VA? Because this is a big thing in the country now where they're saying the VA is just awful.
Oh, don't believe everything you hear.
Oh, okay.
No, don't believe everything you hear. VA is an awesome healthcare system.
It is an awesome help.
It
yeah.
is.
It is.
Yeah.
But he's a salesman for it, so
no,
don't trust him.
I am not a salesman.
Screw
No,
Affleck.
Not a
He's the guy that goes in and makes it better.
I
He-
am.
He
Okay.
goes in and makes it better for the veterans, right?
I'm what's called a veteran-centered care specialist.
Veterans Center Care Specialist.
Right.
Yes.
I go.
Sounds
I'm an
very
experience. I'm
fancy.
an experienced guy. So
You love saying that.
I
That's like
do.
the fit.
I
Listen,
am.
you know
I'm
what
an
I am, baby?
experienced guy.
Did you say that to your wife? You know who I am?
That's
I'm an
right.
experienced
We
guy.
say that. We say that in the bedroom. I'm the experienced guy.
I'm going to show you some experience now,
That's
sweetheart.
right.
With
He's gonna
you.
take the
Yeah.
electric nipple clamps home now. He's like, I got a souvenir, hun.
No, he'd probably go home and go, they had the lamest clamps there. You,
Already got him.
mine hook up to a generator. You had a question, Crystal?
No, actually, I was going to add to say, we're from my end, working with the VA and their referrals to dermatology. They're fantastic. They're the best out of everybody. They don't deny anything. They get you the referrals. They get you everything
Well,
you need.
It's interesting you say that. When I was in the military, stationed in Connecticut, there, we had a friend who got his jaw broken. Okay. And he had to go out into a regular civilian hospital to have the work done on his jaw because they didn't have anybody on base. So he spent like 4 or 5 weeks in this regular civilian hospital. We went to visit him. The service there was awful. The guy was in constant pain. He could never get a nurse to come in the room and everything, right? So when we came in there, we had all our medical gear on. They looked at us and were like, oh, you Navy guys. Like, oh, your hospital's shit. And I'm like, you know what? I told a flat out, I said, this would never happen in a naval hospital. Would that guy wait
Right.
more than 5 minutes for what he needs? I'm
Right.
telling you, you have like 8 nurses on the floor, and this guy's been ringing his bell for 45 minutes, and nobody's even went in there to see what he wants. That would never happen because somebody's ass would be on the line. Right, Ron?
Absolutely.
You'd be written up for that shit.
We did great medical care.
It really was.
We did.
Very attentive, and we had lots of numbers on the wards. I mean,
Yep.
look, the Navy set me up perfectly for my medical career. I mean, I
Yeah.
never went on to. You're a PA now. You got your PA.
Well, I'm not a PA. I was an independent duty corpsman in the Navy. I went out to sea on cruisers, frigates, destroyers. They didn't have a physician. 300, 400 sailors.
and you were it.
And I was it.
You,
Right.
you were the. You
I
were the
was
medical guy.
I was the medical guy.
Did you ever have to go online and be like, "Fuck, I don't know what this is." And you go online.
Oh,
WebMD.
all the time, all the time.
I'm gonna train for this
Yeah. Many times I was like, I'm not a doctor, but I stayed in a Holiday Inn Express last night. You know?
shit. What great VA care you had.
Right.
Jesus Christ.
So I did pretty well at what I never lost somebody though.
Yeah.
I never had somebody die on me.
Well, did you have problems serious enough where they could have?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, good for you, dude. That's
Yeah.
that's fantastic. Jordan, how come you never went in the military?
Why would I have done that?
I don't know. Just because you seek out interesting experiences. Obviously you went to college, but afterwards, did you ever consider going to the military and maybe learning a trade or getting into some sort of field in the military?
No, I mean, like, the only thing the military could offer me that other school wasn't was provided by video games. I already knew what it was to carry a gun and kill. Based on Wolfenstein
You knew what
3D.
it was to kill, but I carry a gun.
Doom. Yeah. Well,
Doom. Yeah, no, carrying a gun can be.
Call of Duty.
Now, did you do the 8404 of the Marine Corps?
I was not a Marine Corps
You were
guy.
not an
I
8404.
was not.
Oh,
no.
well, so I have a little bit of a kind of a club thing going on that you don't.
You do.
Yeah. I don't even know what that means anymore. Damn it. I mean, I see guys and they're like, super fun. I'm like, yeah, okay, super fun. I mean, I did really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
I was a ship guy. I did 4 ships in my career.
You did 4 ships.
4 ships.
What's
right.
a frigate? Is that just a sailing vessel?
No,
like
it's
a
just
transport?
It's the smallest combatant in the Navy.
That it has guns on it?
It does. It does. We call them missile sponges for the carrier.
Missile sponges?
Yeah. So when the carrier gets attacked, the frigate kind of runs in front of it, and it takes the missiles for it.
Oh, that beautiful.
Yeah.
Well, goddamn, get me off of that ship. Who
That's
the hell wants
right.
to be on that
That's
one?
right.
You're going to be in a frigate. I don't. No, thanks. I don't think I want to do that. Were you ever in any with all the the terrorism, the Middle East stuff, the Desert Storm, Desert Strike, involved in any of that
That's
stuff?
what I was gonna ask.
I was very fortunate. I never ever was in a war zone.
That's
Never.
good.
Never. I was.
You pussy.
See, that's what I would.
I'm kidding.
I 26 years. I had never got shot at. So.
Well, that's
Wow.
Yeah.
See, I would have been worried that would have happened.
Yeah.
If you
well,
would've stayed,
8404.
'cause you never
most
know.
definitely.
Right.
I would have been right there.
I
with the Marines.
was always on the support side of those folks. So I'm proud of what I did, but I'm lucky I came home with 2 arms, 2 legs, and
Yeah.
my mind.
Yeah.
So you guys
Station Hawaii.
You guys
bastard.
trained together and you did all this stuff. So how was like Chris at like all of his push-ups and pull-ups and like was he
Oh,
hardcore?
he was
Was
awesome.
he like serious?
What are you talking
was-
about? We never did any.
He was so
exercise.
skinny. Back he was
I
skinnier
was like
than what he is
19.
right now. So
I want to hear. Did you guys shoot stuff? What'd you
No.
do? What'd you do? Was it
No.
awesome?
Look,
we were stationed at a hospital.
Right. It was more like a college dorm
Yeah.
than anything else.
Was he
we
the
partied.
one that was going to give you a shot and then like the doctor told him
No,
not to
that was just another student.
paralyze you?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah. No, I do a bit on stage where I say I was in the Navy, and I said at one point I found myself bent over a stool because we had to train on each other. I said at one point I found myself bent over a stool with my pants down around my ankles with a student behind me with a needle, and the
Yeah.
instructor said to him, "No, not there. You'll paralyze him." I'm like, all right, you know what? I'm not.
Well, that's a stab lab in Corps School.
That's
Yeah.
a stab
It's
lab.
called a stab lab. We have to give
Nice.
each other shots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's the upper right quadrant, so that you don't hit the sciatica nerve. But if you hit the sciatica nerve, you can do some serious damage.
so you're very you have to be very selective about who your partner is during that.
Right.
I don't think I chose who
Yeah,
my
you
partner
didn't,
was.
You didn't choose well.
I
did you?
didn't think I got a
Yeah.
choice. I don't remember.
Did Chris paralyze anyone?
I don't. I
Oh.
never paralyzed.
I know you wouldn't.
Yeah, no, I was a very good corpsman. Unfortunately for me, like I said, I also like marijuana, and that
Right.
wasn't really conducive with their policies. You know what I mean? So,
Well, you wouldn't be here today, and we're glad you're here.
right? No, I do have some regrets because like I said, Ron had a nice career, and he got to see some amazing places, had great jobs, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
You don't have any regrets in the whole thing.
No regrets whatsoever.
We all knew Ron was a lifer anyway. We all knew
No
way.
he's never
Not
getting out.
back then. You couldn't have.
I
was
the
just as
things-
much of a f up as you were.
The things that you told me in the past 3 hours, I wasn't involved in, and I was shocked. I'm like, I can't believe that you guys were doing some of the stuff, and I wasn't, number one, wasn't invited or involved, and number two, that you guys got away with. I'm like, holy shit, what was I doing? Had my thumb up my ass, wandering around the canal?
What
the hell I was doing?
was just one of the lucky ones that didn't get caught and got to move on. So,
Got to move
Yeah.
on.
got to move on.
I got stuck in the mire.
It's
Yeah.
all about not getting caught.
That's
God
right.
damn
That's
it.
Right.
I don't, look, again, I don't have any regrets other than I think had I stayed in the military, I probably would have pursued my medical career a little bit more. I probably would have went to nursing school. I probably would have went the PA route. Like, I would have loved to have been a PA. I think it's a great job. I'm 50
You'd have-
now, and I'm
you'd have
not
been
doing
good
that
at
shit.
it. You'd have been great at
well,
it.
thank you.
Yeah, you would have been
But
excellent.
I'm not right now. I'm like, I'm too old to even think about it. There's no way I'm going to school and doing all this shit. Plus, I get to tell jokes for a living.
Yeah, you
it's
have
the
a
best
pretty
job
awesome.
ever.
And not only that, when I get done with
jealous.
work, the people that have seen me work, like my customers, take me outside and get me high.
Yeah.
You can't put a price on. The first time it happened, I was like, "Are you serious?" The guy's like, "Yeah." And I go out, I'm like, "Yeah." And then I'm sitting on the park, I'm like, "Dude, I'm still at work right now. Like, this is happening at my job." Granted, it's illegal in the parking lot, but whatever. But I mean, who does that at your job? It's like, "Hey, you want to go get a beer?" Right? Like literally, some substances.
Well, no, then would be on CNN. VA worker gets high on the job,
sells $1 million toilet to
self-medicating.
So I'll touch on this because we got a little bit of time, and this may go one way or the other. Where'd Jordan go? Did he leave?
He's in the he went to the bathroom and then he went in the garage.
Okay. You are unlike everybody in this room. I'm guessing everybody. You are quite conservative.
I am.
Obviously, military background. You are backing Trump. Now we know the primaries are happening today in Indiana.
We just won Indiana tonight.
In Indiana, you are a Trump supporter.
I am.
You are a Trump supporter.
I am.
And you believe this guy is good and he's gonna get you think he's gonna get the nomination?
Well, I think he's going to get the nomination. Do I love Trump?
Yeah.
Well, no.
But you love him more than the other guys on your side.
I do. I'm a conservative views, and I can't vote for Bernie or Hillary.
You can't. Well, okay, so you can't vote for Bernie or Hillary. Can't do it.
It's interesting
conservative
to me
enough.
how conservative people would want to vote for a reality show star, though. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
it doesn't seem like the likely candidate is a
Is
reality show
Is that
star.
all he's known for, though?
It's just kind of cheesy.
pretty much.
Yeah, okay.
You know?
Well, I mean, look, and I'm not here to slam your candidate, but I have obviously very specific views about Trump, and I don't. Before I open my mouth about some of these people, at my due diligence, I look into what they've done. I've read articles about Trump. Trump is not the best businessman. I know that people want to believe that, but he's not. He does put his name on a bunch of. Here in Tampa, he's not liked because he had a big building he was going to do, and he hyped it all up, and then he just stepped out of it, and the whole thing went to shit.
Right.
So around here, as far as the real estate communities go, they're not a big fan of Trump. So I know that there, a lot of people say things. And look, I don't know. Where you live in Pennsylvania or Pittsburgh? Are you a minority? Are a lot of people Trump supporters out there?
Well, there's a lot of Trump supporters.
I
actually went to his rally.
Oh, really?
2
I
weeks
bet that
ago.
was interesting.
It was. We had to slip out the back from all the protesters, so they got a little rowdy out there.
You had to slip out the back.
Yeah,
they rush you out like it's a Beatles concert.
Well, and actually they did. They ushered us to a side door away from the protesters.
So you don't love him? You just think he's the lesser of all the evils?
Did you see the protesters?
Oh, most certainly.
Were they violent towards you?
No, not towards us.
Oh,
anybody? Were they violent towards anybody?
There were some arrests there. I mean, I don't.
There were some arrests.
Why did you need to be ushered away from them?
Well, I don't know. They thought it was a good idea at the time.
Really?
Yeah. And we're all carrying.
You want to expound on that line of questioning?
I mean, it just plays along with the whole Trump campaign of inspiring fear and frustration and rage in the voters by ushering you away from the supposedly dangerous protesters, even though they obviously presented no danger.
Well, I had my family with me. I had my daughter. I had my wife.
Okay.
I didn't want to confront protesters.
Well, were you being forced to confront them by going out a different exit?
Well, if they're in the front, though, I mean, and they're clogging up the exits.
We were less than 25 yards away from them.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And then the shoes started flying. Okay. Shit!
I had no intentions of, confronting any of those folks. They have their right to say what they want to say.
Mm-hmm.
I just find it funny that you don't see violent protests at you don't see those same violent protests from Trump supporters at the Hillary or the Bernie campaigns.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I don't know that doesn't happen. I've not seen videos of that, but I'm sure there's a few people here and there. Look, I saw violent protesters at a Ralph Nader goddamn rally. I was like, really?
Ralph Nader.
Yeah, remember Ralph Nader? The guy that puts seatbelts in
I
your car?
remember.
Yeah, vaguely.
Yeah, he's the guy that's responsible for keeping you in your seat when your car stops.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he ran for president, and I support him, the Green Party. And I forget who was running. I think it was Bush, and I was like, no,
I was
I'm
voting
done with,
for. I voted
I
for
was not
Nader,
doing Bush anymore. And here's the thing. Look, we all, I think, acknowledge that there are not a lot of great choices. But as I said to you earlier with Bernie, I know, like, your first thing was, well, he can't pay for anything. And even when Obama was running, like, good luck getting all this stuff done that you say you're going to get done, because you still got to pass it through Congress, and you have other people to answer to. It's nice to say that, and I say that with Trump as well when he talks about the wall and da. Good luck getting any of that stuff done. I don't know that any of that stuff's going to. I don't know who's going to pay for
the
this law.
president doesn't make the laws.
Not
Congress
typically,
does.
right?
Yeah.
Not typically. It's just I think for a lot of us, it's the tone of sort of the separatism and the elitism. Every time I see him, I just feel like I'm listening to Robin Leach again. Remember Robin Leach with the lifestyles of the rich and famous?
The lifestyles of the rich and famous.
I think
he's got an amazing yacht.
He's my lesser of the three evils.
What about not voting at all, though? What if you have three evils and you don't like any of them? Why not just not vote for any of them?
So he doesn't want the other two.
Because
evils.
I don't want Hillary or Bernie to be president.
I'm interested why you don't support Ted Cruz.
His face.
That's a good question.
His face. His face is awful. It's the worst face.
Well,
in the
he's not
world.
asking.
Well, that's why my wife wouldn't vote for Rand Paul. She didn't like his curly hair. We're sitting there watching a presidential debate. She's like, I don't like him. I'm like, why?
He's got
I'm like,
Jerry
he's got
curl.
great ideas. She's like, I don't like his hair.
It's a white dude with a Jerry curl. I don't like it. Well, I mean, it's a good question. Why not Ted Cruz? What is it about him for you, other than looks? I mean, that's just a stupid thing to say for most people when they say that. I'm like,
because he's a politician. He's a typical D.C. politician.
Huh.
I like Trump simply because he is an outsider.
Yeah.
And I think that's something that this country needs. We need to get away from the same old, same old.
Interesting. Well, that's
It'll be interesting. This is what happens. It will be interesting.
Yeah, and again, I'm not trying to disrespect anybody.
No.
I've had I had a discussion with a woman after a show who was a Trump supporter, and when I threw a couple facts at her, she was like, "Oh, that's interesting." But in the same breath, she was like, "After midnight, this club turns dark," and I'm like, "The power goes off?" And she's like, "No, it's hip hop night." And I'm like, "Oh, thank you for that information. Appreciate it." I know, Aniria. I was like, "Holy crap, dude! Like, why did you feel the need to tell me that?"
Well,
Like I just said, I was here 8 months ago, so I know that they have hip hop after midnight. But
she
why?
was something.
And why would you preface it with "it turns dark"? I'm like, really, bro? That's like, there's no other white people in here doing. I like hip hop. I go to hip hop night. I mean, shit, man.
She was all about Trump, wasn't she?
Oh, she was. But that's that may be the downfall of that whole thing.
Well,
is those people are connected to you as well.
The conservative movement is definitely in a struggle right now.
In a struggle. What do you mean a struggle?
Well, it's there's no Ronnie Reagan out there anymore.
Well, there'll never be a goddamn Ronnie Reagan. I'm so sick of Ronnie Reagan.
Reaganomics. Aniria actually had to get
another actor.
Had to get that shirt "I'm not a Mexican" made because she heard Trump was going to be president. So she's like, "Shit, I better start preparing." So she's like, "These are going to sell like hotcakes. As soon as he becomes president, everyone that's brown's going to be like, I'm not Mexican."
Yeah, these are going to be ID shirts for God's sake.
You're going to make so much money.
Is she going to picture the birth certificate on it? Like a kindergarten. My name is not Mexican. You're listening to Double Special. The phone number, if you'd like to call in, is 727-475-6139. In the studio, old pal Ronald Rutherford, Senior Chief Ronald Rutherford. Not a comedian, not involved in comedy. This is going to sound like a really, not selfish, but sort of like, not pretend, what's the word when you're into yourself?
Vain.
Yeah, it's a vain question. But when we were together, did you ever picture me as somebody who would go on to be a performer, somebody that was in performance? Because we were just in our medical thing. But I did joke around, you're right. And I was a guy who liked to joke around.
Well, you were the guy we'd love to have around because you were the life of the party.
Wouldn't shut up. Wouldn't shut my damn mouth.
He's like a natural leader, kind of take over. Like he really is. I feel like he's like an alpha.
Would not shut my mouth. They're like, God, we're going to drown him in the pond. We're going to put him in the lake and drown him.
Well, I remember you used to get in trouble with the nurses because you were always pulling practical jokes. Yeah.
I don't remember those.
Yeah, you always practical jokes.
This is awesome. What kind?
I'll tell you one. I remember Lori Kavanaugh. She was deathly afraid of snakes.
Oh.
So, and this, I didn't find a snake.
Ensign Kavanaugh.
Ensign Kavanaugh. Oh. Anyway, I have a picture. So, and she was also afraid just of anything, like any sort of jump scare sort of thing. So, on the ward, in the middle of the night, you have to do your rounds where you go down, you check your patients, check vitals, IVs, check the time, the bags and all that stuff. But on every ward, typically, there was what's known as a CSR cart, right? Would I tell everybody what that is?
CSR, that's your
central sterilization.
That's your sterile supplies. Yeah.
Sterile supplies. It's in a big stand-up cart, and it has like this big vinyl drape that goes over, and there are multiple levels. But if there's nothing on the cart, you can actually get inside the cart and pull the drape down. You don't even know anybody's in there.
Oh my gosh, I love it already.
So it's a big green vinyl like drape on all the sides, right?
Yeah.
So she's doing her rounds. I hide in the cart. I reach out and grab her ankle, from the cart. Dude, she was like, it was like,
I love it.
We're talking about 2 o'clock in the morning.
Amazing.
Yeah, dude, she's not happy. She ran screaming on the thing.
So funny.
That was one. The other one
Holy
that we
crap.
did was, and I didn't do this, but the lieutenant I worked with in ICU did this. Every morning on the medical surgical ward, all the labs are collected, and they're set on the counter, and then the lab person comes up and collects all the samples and brings them down and runs the test, and then the results come later. Among the samples are urine, blood, right?
Yeah.
So there's always cups of urine up there. So the other lieutenant that worked in ICU removed one of the cups, put apple juice in there, put it back up on the counter, did this unbeknownst to the other nurses, just came strolling into the area and was like, got the labs this morning, huh? And the nurses, and these are all young nurses that just started like, yeah. And he's like, sometimes you don't even have to send these labs to find out what's going on. They're like, what? And he's like, you could tell about diabetes just by tasting.
I love it.
And they were like, get the hell out. So he takes the thing, opens it up, puts his finger in there, dips his finger in it, sticks it in his mouth. By now they're like, they're gagging. And he's like, yeah, I just can't really. And then he just drinks the whole fucking. Right,
awesome.
It was apple juice, dude.
Love it.
I thought they were gonna puke. Yeah, there were some pranks going on. Those are the ones I remember.
So
Well, this
funny.
Ensign Kavanaugh was only a few years older than me and Chris at the time.
Right, in her
Yeah.
early
Oh my
20s.
gosh.
Yes, but she had a college degree, so she was an officer.
Yeah, she was a nurse.
Right.
So,
Love it.
yeah.
What pranks are you talking about?
Yeah, what
I
kind
don't
of
recall
pranks?
any other pranks other than those.
Well, we had a lot of quiet nights. Naval Hospital Groton was a sleepy little hospital. So there were a lot of times when we had 0 patients.
Wheelchair races in the parking lot.
Yeah, we had to find ways to amuse ourselves.
Lots of Mountain Dew.
Wheelchair races, and things that you probably can't discuss on radio, but
Yeah, you
Sure.
can.
Yeah,
There's no FCC.
Give us some blackmail for Chris. Give us some blackmail. Give us something good on him.
well,
The juicy
we had,
juice.
We had rap room follies with the female corpsman.
What was that?
When?
Yeah, in the mic. What do you mean rap room
Yeah, what does
follies?
that
I wasn't
mean?
part of that.
Does
well,
that
you,
mean
you
sex?
weren't in labor and delivery like me.
Yeah, see,
Yeah.
I don't trust the labor and delivery
Yeah.
thing. You guys are all
Yeah.
about making babies over there.
We were.
Yeah.
We
Who's
were.
having babies at the military? Like they're
I mean, who's having? The women.
The wives.
the wives,
The
okay?
wives,
Because the
yeah.
soldiers can't be having babies.
Well, we weren't having rap room follies with them. They were pregnant.
Would you
know?
stop saying rap room follies unless you're going to tell me what
What
the
does
hell
that
that is? What does that
mean?
mean?
Well, on slow nights,
Go on.
You'd go back to the rap room when there was nothing to rap.
Oh, CSR, like sterilization wrap, where you wrap things.
Like
Yeah,
mummies.
yeah.
You
And
make mummies?
there was always a gurney back there,
Yes.
and you'd
You get some action over there?
fool around with the female corpsman. And
I never fooled around with any females in the sterilization room.
Oh,
You didn't
missed
work
it,
labor
dude.
delivery.
God, I was one friggin' door over, dude.
Yeah. Well, we didn't invite you.
Somebody could have opened up a door and said, "Hey, buddy, there's sex happening over here. In case you're interested."
You know.
You missed it.
Fuck, man.
You miss it.
Follies.
All
How
the
was that?
time.
And how is that a folly? That's a good thing. That's not a bad thing.
Well, we need to get Gino. We need to get our buddy Gino Hurricane on the phone. He was great at rap room follies.
Well, Gino, this guy Gino was like the. No, this guy Gino.
He was a New Yorker from Staten Island.
I don't know if I told the story on, but he was from Staten Island, this guy. And he's just, very aggressive. But one night we were hanging out in the barracks in area. And this couple comes in, attractive girl and her boyfriend. They just got off. And so we're drinking, we're partying, and they were hanging out with us and everything. And Gino's openly flirting with this girl, and she's flirting back. And her boyfriend's a little buzzed and everything. So it's Gino's bright idea, because the barracks is right across the street from a lake. We should all go on the lake and go swimming. Right? We should all go swimming. Let's go swimming. So we're like, yeah, we'll go swimming. And the guy's like, well, I don't have a bathing suit. And Gino's like, I don't need a bathing suit. He's like, oh, I really would like a bathing suit. The girl's like, I don't need a bathing suit. And Gino's like, perfect. And I was like, well, I need a bathing suit. And Gino's like, well, go back to your room and get a bathing suit. So the guy goes back to get his bathing suit. While he's getting his bathing suit, Gino's escorting the girl out to the lake.
Naked.
In the middle, in her panties and bra. In the middle of the lake is a cement platform that has posts that go down to the water. And it was like you could sit on it and sun yourself. And it was just like a platform in the middle of the lake. He swims with her under there. He's making out with her, and then he's having sex with her. The guy comes back like, "Hey, baby." She's like, "Hi, honey. Oh my God, how you doing, baby? So glad you can make it back out to the lake." And in the meantime, Gino's like, "You should go jump off the cliffs with us, because we're all jumping off these cliffs." So he's like, "Yeah, that's a great idea. That sounds like fun." So he's like, "I'm gonna jump off the cliffs, honey." And she's like, "Okay, you have fun jumping off the cliffs, honey," while she's getting banged underneath the platform. Yeah, and he climbs up there. He jumps off like multiple times, and her and Gino are waving. "Oh, good jump. That was awesome jump." Yeah, unbelievable.
That's a great story.
Dude, the guy had
Rock Lake.
Yeah, Rock Lake. The guy had more play. I've never seen anything.
Yeah,
Jordan,
yeah.
have you ever pulled a chick away from another dude?
I have not. No.
That's pretty impressive.
Gino had that about him.
How did he turn out? He's the one that's is he the one delivering the soda?
His penis fell off.
Well, he went on for serve a few more years in the Navy. I think he Gino did 6. But
Yeah.
he's a Coca-Cola.
yeah, he's the
delivery guy.
the delivery.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
been with
he-
Coke for quite a few years,
He
and
has.
now
He
he's
has.
just crazy. Yeah, and then again, different paths in Navy. I wish I'd stayed in to some extent, but I'm glad that I didn't because
Yeah.
now I get to do this stuff. And look. I said this before about meeting people that I've seen. For 4 or 5 seconds, they look completely different, and then it's like you guys. It's like you never
Oh,
even.
yeah.
Right.
And you're older. You were young.
I was young.
I saw the pictures. Cute little kid there.
Right,
And now you're an old bastard.
I'm an old bastard. Old wrinkly bastard.
Old
yeah.
wrinkly bastard.
Yeah, yeah.
How are your kids? You brought them up right?
I hope so.
Are they Trump supporters too?
Well, I've already gotten a text from my daughter that says you're embarrassing me. So
Why? Why?
She's listening, I guess.
Why are you? Why did you just say anything bad about her?
Yeah,
well, I
think
don't
so.
know.
Would you like to embarrass her?
no-
Tell us a
well-
secret
You're
about
very
your daughter.
pretty. He's showing us pictures already.
Well, I've showed everybody pictures of her. Yeah, she's gorgeous.
Tell us about the first time she pooped.
I don't remember because I hardly ever change diapers. So.
Oh, that sounds like a Trump voter.
Yeah.
I don't do no diaper crap. That's for women. That's women's work right there. Are your kids Trump supporters?
They are. They both voted for Trump.
They both voted
Yeah.
for Trump? Oh, in the
In
primaries?
the primaries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ,
I
man.
raised them right.
You got the choke collar on
He's
there
like-
pretty tight.
He's like, I wish I had more kids and they could have all voted. We
That's
could have had a whole
That's right.
clan voting.
Good for them. How do they feel? Are your kids not? So they're not liberal at all, as far as like, are they okay with gay people and stuff like that? Or
Absolutely.
they don't have a problem with that?
Well, this whole generation is different than ours. They
Yeah.
they don't see color, and the whole homosexuality thing is very transparent to them. It's no big deal.
Good, but they're still
So-
going to vote for Trump. I don't get it.
Yeah, well,
I don't understand it. Well, look,
I don't think
good
Trump
luck.
hates homosexuals.
I think he's
so-
crazy.
You know,
What's that? He didn't say anything about. Not yet. Not yet. You just wait.
He really doesn't, though. He even
No.
came out the other day in
Yeah.
favor of transgenders using the bathroom, which freaked out a lot of Republicans. I do respect him for that.
Yeah, good for
Little
him.
bit, but
I didn't hear that. Really?
yeah, he did.
Jesus. Well, I mean, no, again,
I mean,
there-
still Putin light, but still, I don't.
mutant light.
no, but there's a few things that Trump has said where I'm like, okay, he
Yes, I
does
agree.
kind of get a few things, but the overall picture for me is too frightening.
Yeah, he's scary.
Too frightening for me.
Hopefully, he surrounds himself with some brilliant people.
Well, if you have to do that, then you shouldn't
Right.
be in there in the
Well,
first
that's what
place.
Right.
Reagan. That's what Reagan did. You know.
I
He
loves
didn't change
Reagan,
my
man.
statement one single bit.
Yeah, gotcha.
All right, let's go ahead and do this. We're gonna do the quiz. We got a Navy quiz lined up.
We
got
do,
now.
yes.
You're a senior chief.
I am
How many years in the military?
26.
All in the Navy.
All in the Navy.
So you should do well on this quiz.
I hope so.
You should do well on this quiz. And then we got a little food treat in case you're hungry. Stuffed mushrooms. I don't know if you like.
I love stuffed mushrooms.
Oh my God,
What are
dude.
they stuffed with though?
Sausage and
Oh, nice.
cream cheese.
Sweet.
Wonderful stuff. No, it's sweet, salty.
Salty.
Yeah.
Good.
All right. Let's go and do this. I'm gonna hook you up to the clamps.
All right.
Will you do this?
Absolutely.
You will do the clamps. Oh
I will.
man, you thought your daughter
I
was.
won't put them on my nipples.
You
though.
thought your daughter was embarrassed before. She's gonna be really embarrassed
Yeah.
now.
Your dad is doing nipple clamps.
Oh shit!
What?
Cruz dropped out.
Cruz dropped
He
out.
did?
Yeah, he's done.
Wow.
Oh my god!
Is it because of what I said about his
Congratulations
face?
there, Ronnie. I just-
All right. So one on one finger
right.
there, and then one on the other finger. You don't have a heart condition,
I
any
do not.
monitors or any.
I don't have high blood pressure yet.
You don't.
I
will
might
after
after
this.
tonight.
All right, I guess it's not a little unfair because I don't have anything hooked up in case I get the answers wrong, but I'm not the guest, so whatever.
Okay.
I've been shocked already. Jordan,
Well,
I'm going to
you're
allow
asking
you
the
to do
question so you know what the.
Did you
right
wet his
answer is
fingers
whatever
this
you
time?
say.
that. No, I'm not going to wet somebody's fingers. I
Make
don't
him
even
dip
like
his fingers in water. So
I
it
don't
can
have any
drag-
water, and I don't want to
Oh.
do that. I don't know what's going to happen.
He might die. It'd be
Just
awesome.
try it.
Sorry.
Okay, well, we're going to try a little bit and see if you can feel it. I just mean to make sure.
He wants to waterboard me
Yeah,
because
can
I'm
you-
a Trump supporter.
All right.
I know waterboard's kind of light. All right. Can you feel it? Can you feel anything?
Barely.
Barely. Turn it up,
Yeah,
Jordan.
man.
What are you doing?
It's on full.
Yeah, it doesn't work on the fingers. I don't think that well.
Put it on your earlobes.
let's put it on your
That's-
earlobes.
Oh, yeah, I know. I just felt that.
Did you? Oh, we'll put it back on there. What the hell?
What'd you do?
You might have to like jiggle the cords into it a little bit.
Try it now. Nothing?
No.
Put it on your earlobes.
Damn it.
Well, I have to take my.
Put it
Yeah,
on
you don't need them. Nobody's calling.
Put it on your nostrils.
You got no collars.
Put it on your eyebrows.
Dude,
I got so many ideas.
his nose, one nostril
Right,
split.
right.
Try it now. You feel anything? Oh, the battery must be dead.
No,
God
it's
damn.
not the battery. Check the cords going into them.
It's in your hand, dude.
Check the cords
The
going
cords
into
going
the
into the
clamps.
clamps.
Let me see
fool.
the clamps. Let me see the clamps. Why would the cords be jacked?
Because you yanked them out the time when you couldn't take it when they were taped to your
Dude,
nipple.
that was 2 years
Yeah, I know,
ago.
and they've been screwed up ever since.
No, they
I
haven't.
see. All right,
Okay,
there
you
we
got
go.
it? All right, there we go.
All right.
We've used them since then,
Yeah,
and they
they
work.
worked
Yeah,
on my
'cause
fingers
we
when we did
tested
that
All right, try it
challenge.
again.
All right, try it again. Can you feel that?
Oh, I do feel that.
Aniria, put it back on.
All right. Got
Damn it! Do you mean they were fucked up when Anaria's using them?
I guess
Yeah.
so.
Son of a...
Oh, yeah.
Oh, not enough. All right, so
And
this is...
people put this shit on their nipples?
That's the first thing I said when I put them on. I'm
Oh
like,
my
are you
God.
kidding me? How is this pleasurable?
No way.
All right, you can't get in trouble for this with the VA, can you? Okay, I just
Well,
want to
I
make sure.
certainly hope not.
Yeah, I don't know if they have an SM clause or anything. All right. Crystal, you're running the
Yes.
quiz. Let's go ahead and run it.
All right, you guys ready?
All right, here's how it works, Ron.
All right.
She's going to do a question. If you know the answer, say your name. That locks you in.
Say my name.
Say your name, Ron. That means
All
you
right.
know the answer.
Okay.
And then you get one chance. You can't keep guessing. One
All right,
chance.
gotcha.
You get it wrong, you get a zap.
Gotcha.
All right, here we go.
All right, this is a Navy Corpsman quiz.
Corman quiz.
Corpsman quiz.
Corman quiz.
Yes. Ready?
I'm ready.
All right.
He is hooked up.
Located below the waterline of the ship, it is used as quarters for junior officers and as a station for the wounded during battle.
Chris.
Chris.
Sick hall.
No.
Oh, fuck.
They can put the clamps on.
No.
No.
You just trade them back and forth. You get shocked for the wrong answer.
No,
That's only
that'll
fair.
take too long.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Are you talking about the battle dressing station?
She asked the question. What are you looking at me for? I got it wrong. I don't know.
Oh.
It's located below the waterline of the ship. It is used as quarters for junior officers and as a station for the wounded during battle.
Well, we have battle dressing stations.
Is that right?
That is not right.
Oh, that's not right. So you know
What's
what
it
that
called?
means?
It is a cockpit.
Oh, the cockpit.
Yeah. See, now you know. Now you know.
Nice. I got that one.
I just like the way he's like,
Yeah.
oh, the cockpit.
The cockpit.
I remember the cock. That's where we had our follies.
We had no cockpit on any of the 4 ships I was stationed on.
Oh shit! All right,
If we did, it was unknown to me.
all right. So
That's
okay,
great.
so now it's no score. All right, go ahead. Next
Okay,
one.
Next one.
Yep.
A winged staff with 2 serpents twinned around it.
Chris.
Caduceus.
That's right. It's a caduceus.
He is
here.
right.
Yep. It's on right here.
Right here.
Right here.
Yeah.
On the arm.
There you go.
Oh, what the hell is that? Where'd you get that at a carnival? What is that?
It
I
looks
got
like
it-
a carnival.
I got it at Tiger Jimmy's on 32nd Street in San Diego.
Tiger Jimmy's.
I could smell pot on his breath while he was giving it to me.
Nice. I got it from Doc Holliday, and he showed me a picture of his penis tattoo, which the whole night was
Nice.
ruined.
While he was giving you the tattoo?
No, it was on his wall. He's like, "That's my penis. I got a tattoo." I'm like, "Thanks, bro."
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it was very
nice.
lovely.
Tattooed his penis.
All right.
All right, third
All right,
question.
third question is.
So far, I'm beating the senior chief, by the way.
yeah, that's
He is.
impressive.
He is.
Yep.
You better step up your game.
Yeah, and
Ron.
if you
I
know the
know.
answer before the question is finished, you can say your name and
Gotcha.
get lock it in.
Gotcha.
All right.
All right, next. The man or boy who was to serve the surgeon or the surgeon's mate.
And I want you to know
That'd be Ron.
this quiz is so legit that they can't spell surgeon right.
It's called a lob lolly boy.
You are correct.
I never even heard of that. A
What the
lob
hell?
lolly boy?
Lob lolly boy.
Oh, it's time for the lob lolly boy lollies.
Did
I
you
hate the Navy.
did you shock him when Chris won that one time?
He did.
Yeah.
I
Yeah, he got a shock. He said,
Yeah,
"Oh shit!"
yeah.
You didn't hear the "Oh shit."
I'm just making sure.
All
The
right.
lob
Just
lolly
making
boy was a predecessor to a Corbin.
The lob lolly boy. The Navy's got the most screwed up terms
Well,
I've
they
ever heard.
do. They do.
All right, next.
Bloody. Next, the date that the hospital corps was created by an act of Congress.
Chris,
Chris.
1906.
No.
God damn it.
Let's
I
see.
need
Our
the full date.
Our birthday is 1898, and I'm trying to
Correct.
remember the month.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, senior chief.
It's in June.
Yes.
Oh,
You're so close.
what's the
day?
number?
don't remember the date.
Shock him. No, I'm kidding.
I think that's impressive
like
enough.
immunity.
June 1898. 's all
I think
can
that's pretty
remember.
No, that's
It's-
good.
Yeah, that's excellent.
Very impressive.
It's the 17th of June.
Even though the screen is right there. Don't look at that screen. Ron.
I'm not
I'm
looking at the
turning
screen.
it. I'm
I'm not
turning it.
looking.
All right, next one.
Okay. Hospital apprentice Robert Stanley. Oh,
Ron.
wait. Nope. Sorry. I did that backwards.
You gave the
I
answer?
know.
Ron, did you know the question?
He's a Medal of Honor winner.
Was that the question? She doesn't even know.
I would have
That's
to go
not a
back.
hard thing to do. This is a question
he's
first.
still
No,
would've
because
gotten it right.
If you,
Okay. He
if
still
you
would've got it
click
right?
on it, it flips to the answer. So,
Okay, well,
All
don't
right.
click on it. Why are you clicking on it?
well, I was clicking to the next question. I didn't know I didn't flip it back to the question.
All right,
again.
so far, what was it? 1-1?
yes.
All right, 1-1. Here we
All right,
go.
next one. Stock of supplies that are necessary.
Ron. That'd be an authorized medical allowance list.
Not correct.
What was the question again?
It is stock of supplies that are necessary.
Oh, Chris.
Chris.
Sundries?
No.
What is it?
Steam trunk?
It's provisions.
Provisions.
All right, is this a Corman quiz or
Yes,
a
it's
Survivor
it's
quiz?
It could be both.
See, the more correct, I had the more correct answer.
Of
so
course you did.
I did.
You had the
Yes.
senior chief answer.
Yes.
All right, next one.
Next one. First formal hospital core school location and date.
Chris.
Chris.
San Diego.
No.
Damn it.
No,
Suck at this. First core school.
I believe it was
Great Lakes?
Portsmouth, Virginia.
Oh,
do you,
nice.
Do you know the date?
I do not. Well, I
Okay.
mean, the hospital
That's-
core
that's
is
pretty-
1898, so I would have to say
2 years later?
a year later they got to train these guys. So sometime in 1898.
It was December 15th of 1902, but impressive that you
Don't.
got.
No, he doesn't get shocked for that. He was still
Nah.
closer than
Yeah, I
Chris
was gonna
was.
say.
I was not even. Okay, I'm totally wrong. All right, next one.
All right. The two dedicated hospital ships.
Ron,
Ron.
that'd be the Mercy and the Comfort.
Damn it.
Well, of course he's going to be better than you. It's his whole life.
I know, but I want to challenge. Look, he has a lot more to risk than I do. Let's just put it that way.
That's true.
Right now.
These
Okay.
shockers ought to be on you.
No.
I think you're getting most of the answers wrong.
I did
I
45
thought the
minutes.
loser was spinning the wheel.
You're the guest of
okay.
honor.
I'll spin the wheel if I lose. That's fine. Jackass.
All right. Ready for the next question?
Yeah, we got
ready.
10 minutes. Let's do it.
All right.
What's the score? 4-2? 4-1?
Yeah, Ron's beating you.
4-1.
Are you keeping score?
It's 4
No,
to
I
1.
thought you were just shocking him.
No. When does the quiz end? How many questions?
Oh, I can do 10 questions or I can do 15 or 20, whatever you want. I have 139 of these bad
Oh,
boys.
for
Oh,
fuck's sake.
wow.
Well, I don't want to go on for
Jeez.
6
Yeah,
hours.
I was just going to do like 10.
I don't think your
so.
listeners
10.
want that.
All right,
Yeah,
good.
10. No kidding.
So
All
there's
right.
2 more left.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Blank hospital corpsmen have been awarded the Congressional Medal of Honor.
Chris.
Marine.
Marine.
She wants a number.
Number.
She wants a number.
Idiot.
Good one. That
you
was
do
good.
deserve to get shocked for that, though. Someone kick him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Well,
really
I don't know a number. I don't know a number, but we're the most highly decorated corps in the Navy.
Dude, just any number is closer than what Chris came up with. You could do 2 million.
Shot in the dark.
I would say 175.
Incorrect. It is 22.
Well, I think you.
Ron wins.
I think your updated number though. We've got some from the recent conflicts.
Oh, from Iran, Iraq,
Yeah,
and all that
yeah.
crap? Yeah. All right. Well, it's an
right.
old quiz.
Last question.
Last question.
6 places a hospital corpsman may be stationed.
6 places?
6
Six
places.
places.
Only
Chris.
6. Chris.
All right,
San Diego.
It would be more like not cities.
Oh, countries?
Yeah.
No, not countries, but actually.
Oh,
like-
okay. A hospital. A
What type?
ship.
Okay.
Okay. A hospital on a base, a military hospital,
Okay.
a Navy hospital.
Okay, good.
Well,
yes,
for
one.
fuck's sake.
It's
All right.
very specific.
All right. Navy hospital.
Yep.
Ship.
Different types of ships.
Marine Corps base. Marine Corps platoon. A platoon of
Just Marine Corps.
around the Marine Corps.
Well, Marine Corps.
Name-
Yeah.
name
The place with the shooty guns. I go there.
Oh, that's only 3. Fuck.
You've only got one right so far, so.
Oh, okay. You want to take a stab at it, Senior Chief?
Well, I don't know exactly where the question's going. Aviation, marine ships, submarines.
This is a bad question.
It is a
It
bad
It is a bad question.
Skip
I
to
think
the
let's
next
skip
one.
this one and go
Skip
to
to
the
that.
next
Well,
one.
what was the answer?
The answer was Naval Hospital,
Yeah.
a clinic command, surface ships, fleet marine force, hospital ships, and fleet hospitals.
Okay, so Fleet Marine. I was okay.
Fleet Marine.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
close.
I think
FMF, Fleet Marine.
Yeah, a lot of
Force.
people don't know that the Marines don't have their own medical, and
Right.
Navy corpsmen are with them.
Yes, Jordan.
How many hospital ships go underwater? Because I
Zero.
think hospital ships should fit in with the set of surface
ships.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, no, I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they wanted you to not get the answer right.
That's interesting. A hospital ship submarine.
Right?
Yeah, we want to be stealthy.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't know that you're not going to die until they just pop up out of nowhere. You're not going to die. Oh, thank God you're
Right,
here.
right.
No, that's bullshit. Because then all the heartbeat monitors just get picked up by enemy sonar.
All right, last question.
All right.
We got to wrap it up.
Someone who receives benefits.
Bernie supporter.
He got it right.
Veteran? Chris.
Chris?
Someone who receives benefits?
Yes.
Oh, dependent.
No.
God damn it.
Is it not a veteran?
No.
Okay.
It's a beneficiary.
How is that a Navy corpsman
That's
question?
not a Navy corpsman.
That's an attorney question.
No,
What the hell
because-
is that?
Look, no, because if Chris was still in the Navy, then I would be a beneficiary.
You
I would
be a
receive
dependent.
benefit
You would
and-
be
Called a dependent.
You would be called a dependent.
A
and
beneficiary
also a
is some-
beneficiary.
Yeah, but
once he
Same.
died.
And if you were overweight, you'd be called a dependopotamus.
Dependopotamus. Okay, that's you're funny. That's very
beneficiary.
funny.
Yeah.
That's very good. All right, we got is that so Ron won. Ron, thank you
Yeah.
so much for putting the clamps on. At
All
least I got
right.
one scream out of you.
I
and
got zapped twice.
No, that was good. You did good. At least we figured it out. You're listening to Double Special. The phone number, we've got about 4 minutes left, 6 minutes left. 727-475-6139. In the studio, Ron Rutherford, old friend. Ron, if anybody wants to contact, they like listen to you, can they get you online? I know you're probably private with your family and everything. You're on Facebook, though, right?
I am on Facebook.
Yeah, look him up on Facebook if you
Yeah.
want to talk to his ass. Do you have any good Navy jokes? We tell jokes for a living. Aniria is still here. I got dizzy just then. Tiffany's still here. Do you know any? We tell street jokes. Tiffany, you do a street joke on stage. I think, Aniria, do you have like a street joke that you tell? One street joke? No, you refuse to do that?
No, I don't refuse. I just never thought.
Do you want me to
Of a
do
good
it?
one? Yeah. Do you want? Okay, well, yeah, I'll give Tiffany a chance. She'll do her street joke.
Are you
And
gonna
then I
do
would like
yours?
for you to do, because I know there's a Navy joke. Some
Well,
Navy joke.
I tell jokes and what I do at the VA all the time, but
Ooh, this'll be
they're of
good.
course are clean. If you'd
Doesn't have to be
if you
dirty.
told me to prepare, I could have got you.
No.
I could have thought of a good one.
No, I don't. They don't have to be dirty. I'm just curious if you know any good street Navy jokes. Jokes
well,
that are
yeah.
told about the Navy.
Well, I do.
Okay, tell us.
Yeah,
Let's
tell
hit-
us.
Yeah, we
I
want to hear.
do.
Tell us.
Okay.
Well,
You're up.
so an old Navy chief.
Wait, hold on. Wait. I want to set it up. Jordan, can you set him up with a nice intro for the senior chief, Rutherford?
Ladies and gentlemen, approaching the mic, Senior Chief Ronald, middle name unknown, Rutherford.
He looked up at the board. Ronald. What the fuck's his name? Rutherford. All right.
So an old Navy chief down on his luck was walking down the street with his poor old dog in tow. Walks into a bar. It's raining, nasty, cold. Dog walks over to the corner, lays down, and the bartender looks at him and says, "Hey, the dog can't be in here." Okay, and he says, "Oh, come on, it's cold, it's rainy. The dog's not hurting anybody. There's nobody else in the bar." And the bartender goes, "It's rules." So the old Navy chief says, "Please, come on, just let him stay." He says, and the bartender is a dog lover. He says, these are rules. The Navy chief says, if he can show you something that you've never seen before that would just wow you, can he stay? And the bartender says, "Sure. Better wow me, though." So the old Navy chief looks over at the old dog and he says, "Navy wins." So the old dog jumps up, runs over to the bar, jumps up on it, does 3 somersaults, and barks out a perfect rendition of Anchors Aweigh.
Nice.
The bartender's amazed. He goes, "Holy shit, that was amazing." He goes, "What does he do when the Army wins?" And then he says, "Well, I don't know. He's only 13 years old."
Very nicely
awesome.
done.
Yeah.
Nicely
I
done.
like that.
Very good.
Tiffany, you want to tell your street joke? I know you were dying to
Or,
do.
no, I'm not dying to do it. I just thought.
No,
that
no,
we gotta
no, no.
Do you want to do yours?
No.
Yeah, then why do I want to do mine?
Oh, well, I like my joke.
I
I'll tell you
like-
my street joke. It's not a Navy joke, though. Although I do a bit about the uniforms in the Navy, which you'd like on stage. Yeah, the whole bell bottoms, the 13-button thing, trying to pee with that shit on is ridiculous. The flaps, the kerchief.
And in the heat of the moment, it's rough to get them off.
Well, my joke is like you got like 13 buttons, but you don't realize like 3 of them are behind the other one. So you do this thing, and then there's like 3 more. You think you're ready, and you're just like ready to release, and there's more buttons underneath. You're like, holy shit.
Those of us that were smart got Velcro.
Yeah, you know what? The whole when you pee, I can't do that. You know what? I didn't like it with the wallet. I got rid of my Velcro wallet because I just didn't like the sound anymore of the whole couldn't do it. Are you okay on that? Is it not? She's like, my ass hurts on this couch. I get 3 minutes in here, and I can smell the mushrooms. All right, I'll tell my joke. This is the joke that I tell, my street joke, when somebody asks for a street joke. A man and an old man and an old woman are sitting on a bench at a nursing home, and the old woman looks to the old man and she says, "Yes, Jordan."
I think you should put the bench on the street. That way it would actually be thematically appropriate with the term street joke.
Oh, shut up.
Instead of in a nursing home, it could be on a street.
But that doesn't work. You got to be in the nursing home.
Why can't it be on a street?
Because it's relevant to the joke. Yeah.
I
Oh, yeah, I know, right? Yeah. If you allow him to be, he is.
It's not really a street joke because there's no street.
You're not really a heckler,
The
so
nursing
shut up.
home's near a street, right?
Even the chicken crossed the road. That's appropriate.
Okay, but this isn't about a chicken. It's about it's relevant. It's relevant to the joke.
Whatever.
All right. Okay. So she's on the bench at a nursing home, and she says to him, "You know, I could guess your age." And he goes, "Oh, you can?" She goes, "Yeah, and I'll get it right too." And he goes, "All right, go ahead, give it a shot." She reaches over, she unzips his fly, she puts her hand in his pants, fumbles around for like 15 minutes, takes her hand out, and she goes, "You're 96." He said, "It's amazing. How'd you do that?" She said, "You told me yesterday." You see, it doesn't work if they're on a park bench because the memory loss doesn't work. Do you understand how it's relevant to the nursing home bench?
Why can't they be memory loss old people on a park
I have
bench?
to explain it every goddamn time. I have to explain why this guy lost his memory at a bus stop.
You just say 2 Alzheimer's patients went to the Alzheimer's
No,
street.
I don't want to make fun of
So
Alzheimer's.
as a street joke, it's got to be about 15 seconds. It's got to be a quick one, right?
Typically, yeah. You
Okay,
got another
it's a
one?
quick one. No.
Oh, Jordan, you got one? Mr. fucking street joke guy?
what's your
what-
street joke?
Yeah, give us a street joke so we can pick it apart.
Why did the road cross the chicken?
Why does it have to be a road?
Because it's a street joke.
Why can't it? Why can't it?
Fine. Why did the
can't it be a
street
dirt-
shock? Why did the avenue cross the chicken?
Why?
Found out it was fucking the street.
That's your joke?
I'll
I'm
do
not
mine.
surprised you're single.
Do you have one in your?
Here.
Why did the chicken cross
Wait,
the road?
into the mic.
My own version of one.
All right, go ahead. Put it in the mic right
All right. Why did a chicken cross the road? To get to the cock. Wait, no, that's why I crossed the road.
All right, you can see Aniria all week long. She'll be at the Improv doing the Funny Diva show.
AniriaIsFunny.com. She's
She's
not Mexican.
Aniria's funny.
I'll do mine.
All right, go ahead.
All right, a man calls
Cue up the music,
911.
I'm almost ready.
And he goes, "Help, help, I think my wife's dead." And the operator goes, "What do you mean think?" And he goes, "Well, the sex is the same, but the dishes are starting to pile up."
I love that one.
Nice.
Yeah. All right, guys, we are at the end of another episode of Double Special. I would like to thank Aniria, Turney, for coming in and hanging out in the studio for the whole show. Thank you. Next time we'll have another mic. And Ron, a pleasure having you on the show,
Yeah,
dude.
thanks for coming
enjoyed
in.
it.
Yeah, was
I hope
awesome.
your family liked it.
Hopefully it won't be 28 more years.
No,
Yes.
no,
No,
I'll be up your
definitely
way.
not.
Okay.
I'll be
Yeah,
up your
sounds
way.
good.
We'll be back to Pittsburgh. Everybody else, great job tonight. Thanks so much for no calls. We got it all out there.
Don't die, people.
Yeah.
I always say don't die.
If you want to see any of our old shows, go on doublespecialshow.com. Check them all out. We will be off this week, but the B-Side Radio Show is coming on the FM dial, so stay tuned for that. Thanks so much, guys. We'll see you guys next week on Double Special. Good night, everybody.